Hey, Sugar Beam. I have nothing. Oh, I'm good. I'm glad I didn't say something else then. How you doing, Mike? All right. Another day. Another 25 cents. You know how it goes. Yeah. See, I always say that, like, around the league to other people also, and everyone always has that same reaction. I'll say, like, oh, another day, another 10 cents. And then people go, like, oh, you make 10 cents. Mm. Oh, you're telling me. You're telling me. Mike, you have any wiggle room for a slightly earlier start? I think we still have a little bit of time, but I'll take it if you got it because the umpires are starting to come out. Oh, wow. Thank you, Mike. You too. A pleasant good evening, and welcome to People's Bank Park in York, Pennsylvania, where tonight the Somerset Patriots take on the York Revolution. It is the second game of a 4-game series. It is the 5th game of a 7-game road trip, and the Patriots have won 2 games in a row. They had lost 7. They won the final game against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs on Sunday. They won last night's ball game, and they hope to make it a quote-unquote winning streak here in York today. Well, welcome inside the broadcast booth, everybody. My name is Mark Schwartz. Thank you so much for tuning in for today's broadcast, whether it be on the Voice of Central Jersey, 1450 WCTC, or whether it be on our SPN.TV family of networks. The Patriots won a very exciting ball game against the York Revolution last night. The Revs had an 8-game win streak going into last night's tilt. The Patriots had lost 11 of their last 13, but none of that really matters. It's all in the past, and when these two teams went up against each other last night, there was a back-and-forth battle. The Revolution jumped out to an early 4-0 lead. They got a 2-run home run from Telvin Nash in the first inning. They got a 2-run home run from Carlos Franco in the third. And the Patriots were trailing 4-0 over the first 3 innings. And with the way that this Revolution team has played as of late, I couldn't have blamed anybody if they wanted to say that the ball game might have already been over at that point. But this Patriots team showed a lot of heart. They came from behind. It actually wound up tying their largest come-from-behind victory of the season. They put 3 runs on the board in the 4th inning, 2 more in the 5th to take the lead. Then the teams went back and forth, but Somerset regained the lead in the 6th, added on an insurance run in the 7th, and the back end of the bullpen was stellar. The combination of Luis Cruz, Zach Zinicola, and Tyler Cloyd going 7, 8, 9 helped shut down this Revs lineup, a very, very dangerous lineup, and helped preserve an 8-5 win for the Patriots. A couple of very promising notes over the last couple of games. One, the Patriots lineup. Now, they have been getting a good amount of flack, and somewhat deservedly so over the last couple of weeks. They've really struggled. However, they put 11 runs on the board on 13 hits in Sunday's ball game against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, and then last night, 8 runs on the board behind 15 hits, the second most hits they've had in a game this season. Yes, it's only 2 games, but it's certainly promising to see this lineup start to turn things around, and we'll see if that can continue today. Somerset is going up against a relative neophyte in Ricky Schaefer. He is on the mound for the Revs, making just his 2nd start. His first start came against the Somerset Patriots, and it was back at TD Bank Ballpark last week, and Schaefer pitched quite well against Somerset. In fact, he tossed 6 shutout innings. So he's on the mound for the Revs today, and it's Rick Teasley, who got hit hard in his last start, on the mound for the Patriots. We're going to take a break for the national anthem. When we return, we'll get into the TD Bank starting lineups and get ready for first pitch. It's the Patriots and the Revs next on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
Are you ready for some family fun? Have a ball with everyone. It's a slam and hit. Come on and get patriotic.
Today's presentation of Somerset Patriots Baseball is brought to you by Atlantic Health Systems, Brother, Diamond Nation, Flemington Car and Truck Country, Flemington Department Store, Fullerton Auto, Health Quest, Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey Lottery, RWJ Barnabas Health, Bolari Design, Northern New Jersey ROTC, T-Mobile, TD Bank.
It's slam and hit. Come on, get patriotic.
So many good options. Man, I'm hungry. Ooh, let's do healthy today. I think that'll work. The healthy plate. What do we have here? So many good options. What do I choose? We have veggie burger, turkey burger, fruit cup. It all sounds so good, but something's telling me veggie burger. I think I'll have the veggie burger. A lot of great choices here at the Horizon Healthy Plate concession stand. That's a taste.
And we return to People's Bank Park, getting ready for the second game of a 4-game series between the Somerset Patriots and the York Revolution. It's time now to go over the TD Bank starting lineups. We'll start with your Somerset Patriots. At TD Bank, you can expect longer hours that fit your schedule, including weekends. And with 24/7 access to online and mobile banking, you can bank whenever, wherever. TD Bank, unexpectedly human, member FDIC, TD Bank NA.
Patriots are managed by Brett Jody, assisted by Glenn Barker, John Hunton, and the athletic trainer is Phil Lee. Very similar lineup for the Patriots tonight to the one that snapped off 15 hits last night. It's Craig Massey leading off. He's at second base, followed by Justin Pacioli in center, Will Kenger in left. The Raritan Building Services cleanup batter of the ball game is Edwin Espinal. He gets the start at first base. Michael Ullman's the DH hitting fifth. Ray Navarro at third base batting sixth. Alfredo Rodriguez at the shortstop position hitting seventh. It's the same 1 through 7 in the order for the Patriots from one night ago. But in the bottom part of the order, that's where things change around just a bit. Hitting eighth and getting the start in right field is Teodoro Martinez. The Patriots just signed Martinez and activated him yesterday. He is in the lineup, starting in right field, hitting eighth for the Patriots tonight. And rounding up the order is Gabriel Bracamonte. He is the catcher, as again the Patriots will work against Ricky Schaefer on the mound for the York Revolution. He's making just his second start in a Revs uniform. Schaefer went 6 scoreless innings, allowed 4 hits, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts when he went up against the Patriots last week. That was in that Thursday game that ultimately was a 13-1 win for the York Revolution. He began the season in the Empire League, which is a semi-pro league trying to work its way up the independent ball ranks. And he does have professional experience. Began a career in the Pacific Association with the Pittsburgh Diamonds in 2016 and 2017. Pitched briefly for the New Jersey Jackals last year. So it's Schaefer on the mound, and it's Craig Massey stepping into the left-handed batter's box. And we are about ready for baseball. Schaefer from the windup, and the first pitch of today's ball game. It's in for a called strike, and we are underway at 6:35 p.m. Eastern Time. 84 degrees and partly cloudy skies for today's ball game. 0-1 to Massey, hit in the air out to center field, fairly deep. Justin Trapp jogs back close to the warning track. He's underneath it to make the catch, and that's the first out of the ball game. So the defense for the York Revolution, very similar to last night's alignment. Melky Mesa's in left, Justin Trapp in center, Wellington Dotel in right. It's Carlos Franco at third base, the shortstop's Ryan Dent. The second baseman is Angelis Nina, as Henry Castillo has the night off. Isaias Tejeda's at first, and James Skelton behind home plate, again with Schaefer on the mound. Schaefer, a 6'2", 180-pound righty from Mission Viejo, California. From the windup, first pitch to Justin Pacioli. It's a fastball taken for a called strike, 0-1. The umpires for today's ball game, same crew we had yesterday, just rotated. Nate Caldwell behind home plate, Buzz Albert at first, and Derek Moshe, the third base umpire. 0-1 misses low and away from Schaefer. 1 ball and 1 strike. First time the Patriots saw Schaefer, got off to a strong start. In fact, he retired 9 of the first 10 batters that he faced. And showed off a decent fastball, a nice curveball that had some good movement to it. 1-1. Fastball outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. But Somerset hoping that this now being the second time they go up against Schaefer, they're able to get some better swings against the righty. At least better than the first time they faced him. 2-1. Outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. It's Schaefer's home debut. Well, pitching in more of a hitter-friendly ballpark than TD Bank Ballpark is. Pacioli ahead in the count. Now the 3-1. Breaking ball, taken for a called strike. Knee-high, Pacioli nearly tosses bat towards the Patriot dugout. But it's a 3-2 count with 1 out, nobody on. Top of the first inning, no score. We're just underway. Payoff pitch. Swinging a line drive towards the middle and past Nina into center field. A base hit for Justin Pacioli. And that increases his hit streak to 7 consecutive ball games. Pacioli's enjoyed a very strong stretch of baseball as of late. His batting average had been bumped back up to .288 entering today's ball game. And he lines a 3-2 fastball into center field. So that's the first base runner of the night. Pacioli at first, plenty of speed. We'll see if he tries against Ricky Schaefer. It's Will Kenger now stepping in, a left-handed batter with Pacioli at first. Schaefer comes set, glove at the belt, and Pacioli goes. First pitch taken for a strike. The throw to second base, not in time. Short hop to Ryan Dent. Ball pops in the air, but Justin Pacioli with a successful steal, his 26th of the season. That leads the team, ranks 3rd in the Atlantic League. So Kenger took a strike. It's an 0-1 count, but now a runner in scoring position for the Patriots. One away, top of the first inning. Somerset had a lot more success yesterday with runners in scoring position than they previously had, and it resulted in an 8-5 win. Here's the pitch. Kenger swings and drives it deep in the air, out to right field. Dotel back, turns around, and it's off the base of the fence. Pacioli hustling for third. He's going to turn third. He'll come home and score. Over to second base goes Will Kenger. That's an RBI double in the top of the first inning. 3 batters into the night, and the Patriots lead 1-0. Kenger narrowly missed what would have been his team-leading 12th home run of the season. The ball hit against the base of the fence in right field, immediately near where Cannonball Charlie lies. And he was able to take second when Wellington Dotel struggled a bit fielding the carom off the right field fence. The Patriots have taken a 1-0 lead, and now Edwin Espinal, the batter. Already more success 3 batters in than they had against Schaefer in 6 innings the last time they faced him. First pitch to Espinal taken for a called strike, 0-1. So a promising start for tonight's ball game for the Patriots. And Espinal hoping to continue a promising last couple of games. Had 3 RBI on Sunday. Had an RBI yesterday, went 2 for 4. Schaefer from the stretch. Now the 0-1. Espinal swings and fouls it to the backstop. Oh, 2's the count. With 1 away, runner at second base. Espinal now a .270 batter. 4 home runs on the season, 36 runs batted in. Was peppering that arch nemesis in left field during batting practice earlier today. Schaefer comes set. Long stretch. Now the 0-2. Breaking ball, blooped out towards center. Racing in's Justin Trapp. He slides and makes the catch. And back to second base goes Kenger. That's the second out of the inning. Espinal dropped the bat head down on a breaking ball, made good contact with it, and lined it out to center field. And the ball just hung in the air long enough for Justin Trapp to race in. And a feet-first slide from the former Patriot towards the infield robbed Espinal of a base hit and provided the second out of the inning. So 2 out, Patriots leading 1-0. And it will be Michael Ullman to step in for Somerset. I mentioned yesterday the Patriots had more success hitting with runners in scoring position. They were 6 for 14 with runners in scoring position yesterday. And they already get a big RBI double from Will Kenger to begin today's ball game. And now Michael Ullman steps in. Ullman, one of the few players for the Patriots last night that struggled. Team recorded 15 hits, but Ullman went 0 for 5 with 3 strikeouts. Right-handed hitter, one of 8 All-Stars on this team, and the first pitch from Schaefer taken low and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Justin Pacioli had a 1-out base hit into center field, stole second and scored on a Will Kenger RBI double. Ullman with a slightly closed batting stance in the right side of the plate. Large lead off of second, and the breaking ball. This is up and into Ullman. Schaefer struggled to snap that one off. Didn't have much break. It stayed up and in instead of curling its way back to the strike zone. And the right-handed hitting former Toronto Blue Jay had to spin out of the way. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 out, top of the first. Patriots in front 1-0. Wind blowing out to center field tonight. 2-0. Ullman swings and pops it up. Foul territory, third base side. James Skelton gives it a look. But it lands in the first row of seats behind the Patriots dugout down the third base line. And it's a 2-1 count. Ullman hitting .273 on the year. He has 7 home runs. That ranks second on the team, tied with Jimmy Paredes, both of whom trailing Will Kenger. Ullman also with 43 RBI. That is second on the team. Had a stretch of 9 straight games in early July in which he recorded a run batted in, and had a 3 RBI game on Sunday against the Blue Crabs. Kenger's in scoring position with 2 away. Now the 2-1 pitch. It's a fastball, and it misses outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. Well, if Ullman were to continue this inning, it's the former big leaguer Ray Navarro awaiting on deck. And Navarro had a strong game last night, went 4 for 5 with 2 doubles, a run scored, and a run batted in. But Ullman's at the plate here. Hitters count with Kenger off of second. 3-1. Breaking ball grounded to third, fielded by Franco. And he'll make the long throw across the diamond a bit high. But landing on the first base bag is Isaias Tejeda. Ullman might have hurt himself a bit as he stopped his run towards first base, and Ullman's limping right in front of the first base bag, so not a great sign there. But the Patriots do take the lead in the top of the first inning. It's a run home on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left on base. Somerset in front as we move to the bottom of the first on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
As a personal trainer, I thrive on guiding my clients to good health. When I was told I needed both hips replaced, I turned to the network of experts at Atlantic Health System. I was able to see my orthopedic surgeon in Sparta, right near my home, and received exceptional care at Morristown Medical Center for my surgery. I was able to teach, motivate, and inspire again. Where you go for orthopedic care matters.
Atlantic Health System, because every moment is a moment that matters.
Somerville Aluminum is proud to announce our greatest remodeling project yet. Valari, new name, same great company. Valari, home remodeling since 1950. Visit ValariNJ.com to learn more today.
Somerset leading 1-0. Bottom of the first inning at Peoples Bank Park. Quickly, the TD Bank starting lineup for York, managed by Mark Mason, assisted by Paul Fletcher, Angel Polanco, and Sandy DeLeon. Leading off is Justin Trapp, the former Patriot. He is followed by Angelis Nina and Telvin Nash in the bottom of the first inning as they work against Rick Teasley on the mound for the Somerset Patriots. Teasley from the windup, and his first pitch to his former teammate. A breaking ball taken low and in, 1 ball and no strikes. Rest of the lineup, Isaias Tejeda hits cleanup, Carlos Franco 5th, Wellington Dotel 6th. Melky Mesa 7th, Ryan Dent 8th, and James Skelton rounds up the order hitting 9th. As Trapp swings and misses. Oh, might have gotten a piece of one. And the count moves to 1 ball and 1 strike. So it's Rick Teasley on the mound for Somerset, a 6'2", 210-pound lefty, 27-year-old, Florida native. Big Florida State fan, and the 1-1. Trapp swings and lines it right to short. It's caught on the fly by Alfredo Rodriguez, and that's the first out of the inning. So the defensive alignment for the Patriots, Kenger in left, Pacioli in center, and again, Teodoro Martinez making his Somerset debut. He's in right field. Along the infield, Ray Navarro at the hot corner. It's Alfredo Rodriguez at short, Craig Massey at second, Edwin Espinal at first, and Gabriel Bracamonte behind home plate catching for Rick Teasley. Now Angelis Nina, the batter. First pitch from the lefty. It's a fastball that comes a bit inside. Nina jumps out of the way. 1 ball and no strikes. Nina did not play in last night's ball game. 1-0. Swinging a soft ground ball to third. Navarro in front of it. Fields cleanly on the infield grass and gets the ball onto first base for the second out of the inning. So 2 out, nobody on. That'll bring up Telvin Nash. Teasley overall this year is 2-1 with a 4.36 ERA. He's making his 9th start of the season tonight. He had made 4 starts earlier for the Patriots before his contract was purchased and he went to Mexico. Paid for Pericos de Puebla. Made 4 starts in Mexico, came back to the Patriots, and returned to the mound on July 16th. His first pitch to Telvin Nash misses low and in. 1 ball and no strikes. And this now his 5th start since returning from Mexico. He's had some strong starts sprinkled in with a couple of tough outings. This is, in fact, the third time that he's facing York, as the music guy decided to play some music right before Teasley delivered that pitch home, so time is called. 1 ball and no strikes. 2 out, nobody on. Bottom of the first inning. Patriots leading 1-0. Rick Teasley versus Telvin Nash. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit high in the air. Out to right center field and deep. Pacioli back to the warning track at the wall. It's gone. Second straight game that Telvin Nash has hit a home run in the bottom of the first inning, and this ball game is tied at 1. That is Nash's league-leading 30th home run of the season. He tags Rick Teasley once again. He's had a lot of success against Teasley, and that ball just got over the right center field fence. And the Revs have tied up this ball game. Well, it was Telvin Nash hitting a 2-run home run to left center field in the bottom of the first inning last night that gave the Revs an early 2-0 lead. And now it's Nash with a solo home run to right center field, opposite field for Nash in the bottom of the first inning, and it's tied up this ball game. And now Isaias Tejeda steps in. Right-handed hitter, closed stance, front toes on the paint on the inside part of the plate, and the first pitch to Tejeda taken for a called strike 0-1. I should say the toes on the inside part of the paint that outlines the right-handed batter's box. He is close to the strike zone. 0-1. Fastball up and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, Teasley's last outing was his toughest, not only of this season, but he said one of the toughest outings he's had in his professional career. Allowed 11 runs, a season high on 13 hits, including 4 home runs for the Revs. 1-1. Tejeda swings and misses. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 4 home runs were tied for the most home runs given up by a Patriots pitcher in an outing this season. And that was in a 13-1 win for the Revs. Now the 1-2. Misses inside as Tejeda jumps out of the way. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Zach Sullivan had a 3-run home run against Teasley in that ball game. Ryan Dent had a 3-run home run. And then Telvin Nash and Isaias Tejeda went back-to-back with solo home runs in Teasley's final inning that game. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Here's the pitch. Swung on, popped up behind home plate and out of play. Still a 2 ball, 2 strike count. But again, this is now Rick's 3rd start against the Revolution since returning. His first start back against the Revs, he allowed 6 runs, 4 earned on 9 hits over 4 1/3. Got a no decision and a Patriots come from behind victory. And then, of course, the 11 runs his last time out. 2-2. Fisted foul, and Tejeda stays alive. So Rick hasn't had too much success against the Revs. He did make a start against York here at Peoples Bank Park earlier in the season, back on May 6th. Allowed 3 runs on 7 hits over 5 innings. That was back when the Revs got off to a very tough start to their season. We're tied at 1 in the bottom of the first inning. 2-2 from Teasley. Swung on and popped in the air, third base side. Ray Navarro in foul territory. Next to Alfredo Rodriguez, and it's Navarro making the catch. And the inning is over. But the Revs have tied it up. Telvin Nash with his 30th home run of the season. And the game is tied at 1. We move to the second on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com. It's time to celebrate with a birthday party at a Somerset Patriots game. Introducing our exclusive Domino's All-Star birthday packages for the upcoming season. Got a kid you want to have remember a special birthday for years to come? Well, the Patriots have 3 different kid-specific birthday packages that'll make their next birthday the most memorable one yet. Book a party package and upper box seating, enjoy an all-you-can-eat barbecue buffet in the NJM picnic area, or elevate your party into a fun-themed private suite uniquely designed for kids. Every Patriots party also comes with a crowd rendition of Happy Birthday with the birthday child on the field, a birthday t-shirt, an autographed baseball, and birthday invitations. Contact our group sales department for more information on how to celebrate a birthday in style today. Looking for a great deal on a car? You'll score big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer, proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Visit tristateford.com for more information today. Hey, fans, all season long, the Patriots have teamed up with AARP New Jersey to offer its members discounted tickets to every Sunday home game. Just mention the code Patriots3 and that you're an AARP member to get a 50% ticket discount to every Sunday home game. Ray Navarro leads off, and the first pitch from Ricky Schaefer taken for a called strike, 0-1. We're right back to square one in this ball game with this score tied at 1 as Navarro takes a breaking ball off the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. Each team exchanging runs in the first inning. Ricky Schaefer threw 18 pitches, gave up an RBI double to Will Kenger as Navarro scoops one in the air out towards left center field. Mesa to his left, Trapp to his right, and it's Trapp making the catch for the first out of the inning. Rick Teasley threw 14 pitches in the bottom of the first inning and gave up a 2-out solo home run to Telvin Nash. Rebs had a lot of their runs in that 11-run effort against Teasley last week. A lot of those runs came with 2 out. In fact, in the 2 4-run innings that Teasley gave up early in the ballgame, all those runs were with 2 out. Here's Alfredo Rodriguez, and the first pitch from Schaefer misses outside, 1-0. It was a strong night for Rodriguez in last night's 8-5 win. 1-0. Alfredo takes a fastball for a called strike, 1-1. Alfredo went 3 for 3. He had 3 RBI, which was the second most runs batted in a game for him this season. He also drew 2 walks. 1-1's a breaking ball low and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. So overall, Rodriguez reached base 5 times in his 5 plate appearances. Second straight game that a Patriot has reached base 5 times. Now the 2-1. Misses outside, 3 balls and 1 strike. So while Rodriguez's batting average is currently sitting at .259, the on-base percentage for Rodriguez is now up to .342. 3-1. Misses low, ball 4. And now Rodriguez has drawn a a 1-out walk in the top of the second inning. So dating back to yesterday's ball game, Rodriguez has now reached base safely in all 6 of his plate appearances. Again, he had a stretch earlier this season in which he reached base in 9 straight plate appearances, spanning the second and third games of the season. So it's Rodriguez at first, and here is the Patriots' debut for Teodoro Martinez. His first at-bat as a Patriot. He wears number 5. It's Rodriguez off of first. Schaefer will step off the mound. Rodriguez wanted a balk call, but Schaefer just taking the right foot off the mound. Off the rubber, rather, and putting it behind the rubber, which is exactly what he is supposed to do with these new rules. Glove at the belt for Schaefer. And the first pitch to Martinez, taken for a called strike, 0-1. Well, Teodoro Martinez split time in the American Association earlier this season between both the Lincoln Salt Dogs and one of the newest members of the American Association, and a very cool team name, the Milwaukee Milkmen. And now he's over here, back in the Atlantic League with the Patriots. Played in this league last year with Southern Maryland. A right-handed batter against the righty Schaefer. Long stretch for Schaefer. And the 0-1's a ground ball hit to second, fielded by Nina to Dent for 1, and a throw on to first base under the glove of Tejeda, and it rolls into foul territory down the first base line. And that ball might have gotten out of play because it looks like Teodoro Martinez is going to be awarded second base. There's a camera well down the first base line at the end of the Revs dugout, and that's where the ball went. So Martinez eludes a double play ground out. It'll be a fielder's choice for Martinez that gets him to first, and then likely an E6, a throwing error from Ryan Dent that awards Martinez second base. So now the Patriots with a runner in scoring position and 2 away. Top of the second inning. This ball game tied at 1, and it'll be Gabriel Bracamonte at the plate. First pitch to Bracamonte. It's a fastball, and it's taken for a called strike, 0-1. So a bit fortunate for the Patriots. That should have been a double play that would have ended the inning. But now Bracamonte gets an opportunity to bat, and he's performed well. With the Patriots being a little thin on the roster, Bracamonte has seen an increase in playing time. He has started now 5 of the last 7 games, entering tonight. 0-1. Misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. He's also riding a season-high 4-game hit streak. 4 for 15 over that stretch, but he does have a home run, 3 runs scored, and 5 RBI over his last 5 starts. And he's at the plate here. Martinez off of second. Now the 1-1. Swinging a hard-hit line drive down the left field line and foul. Bracamonte well out in front of a breaking ball from Schaefer. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, 2 out, a runner at second after the throwing error from Ryan Dent. This ball game is tied at 1. Second of a 4-game series, Patriots took the opener 8-5 last night, and in doing so ended a York Revolution 8-game win streak. The Revs finished 1 win shy of setting a new franchise record. So Schaefer comes set. Bracamonte at the plate. Checks the runner at second. Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him on a breaking ball. And the inning is over. First strikeout of the ballgame for Ricky Schaefer. No runs in the inning for the Patriots. No hits, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base. We're tied at 1. We'll head to the bottom of the second on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
At Flemington Car and Truck Country, we've been satisfying customers for over 40 years, providing selection. With 16 manufacturer brands plus over 500 available certified pre-owned vehicles. Convenience. With all our dealerships located on Route 202 and 31 in Flemington. And satisfaction. With positive reviews praising our business model every day. We'll never take our customers for granted. Flemington Car and Truck Country.
Every day, we're here.
Happy with this year's tax refund? Probably not. Well, Flemington Department Store can't change the tax law, but can make things less taxing by crediting you double the sales tax on most top-quality brand sofas, chairs, recliners, bedroom and dining room sets, proudly showcased in Central Jersey's largest showroom. That's right, Flemington is paying your sales tax plus giving you a matching credit when you buy furniture, plus free delivery. The double sales tax credit event is going on now, only at Flemington Department Store.
Alpine Business Systems is a leading provider of information systems and services. Visit Alpine Business Systems at www.alpinebiz.com. Alpine Business Systems, the official IT provider of the Somerset Patriots. If you need help during the game or have any questions, you can simply text us. Text 908-252-0700 so we can help you. Again, 908-252-0700 so we can help you. This game is tied at 1. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Rick Teasley back on the mound. And his first pitch to the left-handed hitting Carlos Franco taken for a strike. It'll be Franco, Dotel, and Mesa, 5, 6, 7 in the Revs order. Teasley threw 14 pitches in his first inning from the windup in the 0-1. Swing a chopper down the first base line. It will stay fair. It's gloved by Espinal. And looks like I'm going to say that the ball was actually fouled off of Franco. And Franco will get a second life. It's just a foul ball. And the count 0-2. Well, Edwin Espinal confused at first base. He hasn't moved a bit from the infield grass. He thought that was an out. Rick Teasley thought it was an out as well. But the home plate umpire, Nate Caldwell, said that it was a foul ball. Brett Jody's asking Nate Caldwell to ask the third base umpire because the third base umpire might have had a more clean look towards the left-handed hitter, but he won't get that appeal. So now it's an 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. A breaking ball misses outside. Teasley started walking off the mound. He had thought he had drawn a called strike 3, but he didn't get the call from the ABS. And it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count. So Franco stays in. 1-2 offering. Best ball misses inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, Rick pitches with a lot of emotion on the mound, and he certainly wasn't happy with the way that his last outing went. So this one means a good deal to him today. 2-2. Misses low and in as Franco jumps out of the way, and Teasley slams the glove against his right hip. And now it's a full count with nobody out, bottom of the second inning. Here's the 3-2. Swung on a line drive over Rodriguez into left field. Teasley hot. The ball got underneath the glove of Will Kenger, and Carlos Franco will advance to second base. Oh, Will Kenger making his 3rd straight start in left field. And he let that ball go through the legs, and he tried to field it off a couple of bounces in left center field. And that could provide a costly error. It's a leadoff single for Carlos Franco. It should be an E7 that advances the runner to second. And after Teasley thought he had drawn a leadoff ground out from Carlos Franco, and he also thought he had struck out Franco on a breaking ball, neither call went Teasley's way. And now there's a runner in scoring position with nobody out for the Revs. And here's the right-handed hitting Wellington Dotel, who steps out of the batter's box right as Teasley comes set. First pitch. Dotel swings and grounds one towards second. It's fielded by Massey. A soft toss on to first. That'll advance Carlos Franco to third, and there's one away in the bottom of the second. So Dotel attacked the first pitch, but it's a productive out. That gets the go-ahead run for the Revs 90 feet away from home. And we'll bring up the dangerous Melky Mesa. I don't think there's another team in this league that has as dangerous of a number 7 batter in their order than the Revs do in Mesa. Finished top 3 in the Atlantic League in home runs, batting, and RBI last year. And off to another strong season in 2019. Swings and misses at the first pitch from Teasley. 0-1. He's a 7 batter in the order. He's hitting .301. He has 14 home runs and 47 RBI. He'd likely be batting 3rd or 4th consistently in the Patriots order if he were on Somerset. 0-1 from Teasley. Swinging a chopper towards short. Rodriguez sits back. He'll throw home. Coming home was Franco, and they got him. That is a 6-2 putout. Keeps the Revs off the board, and there's 2 away in the bottom of the second. Rodriguez was playing back. He was not playing in. The ball was chopped to short. Franco doesn't run particularly well, but Franco is booking it from third on contact. Rodriguez with an accurate throw home. Bracamonte applied the tag, and that's a big second out of the inning. A 6-2 putout. It's now Mesa at first, but 2 away. And a tied ball game. Or in the bottom of the second. And now the right-handed hitting Ryan Dent. First pitch from Teasley. Misses inside as Dent jumps out of the way. 1 ball and no strikes. Well, Franco was taken off on contact, and he likely knew that the Patriots infield was playing back because it's still relatively early in this ball game. So I'm sure he thought he had a good chance at scoring. 1-0 to Dent, called the strike. 1-1. But Franco not a very fast base runner, and a heads-up play by Alfredo Rodriguez. The ball was hit right to Rodriguez at short, and he was able to get behind a strong throw home. Mesa at first, the 1-1. Dent swings and grounds one softly to third. Coming in's Navarro, but he can't field it cleanly. Navarro charged in, and the ball hit against the tip of his glove. Normally a sure-handed third baseman. That's an E5, the second error of the inning for Somerset. And now there's runners at first and second base. Should have been an inning-ending ground out. But Navarro charged in, and he, in one motion, was scooping his glove towards the ball, moving his momentum towards the infield grass, and the ball didn't take as big of a bounce that Navarro thought, and it hit against the front tip of his glove, and then died along the infield dirt. And by the time he collected the ball, he didn't have any play. Now it's James Skelton. First pitch. Breaking ball from Teasley, called to strike. 0-1. So it's a lefty-lefty matchup here between Teasley and Skelton. With Mesa off of second, Ryan Dent off of first. There's 2 out in the bottom of the second inning. And this ball game is tied at 1. Skelton hitting 9th today with the lefty-lefty matchup. 0-1. Breaking ball. Called to strike. Clips the outside part of the plate. And Teasley jumps ahead in the count 0-2. James hitting .304 this season. 9 home runs, 40 runs batted in. Teasley ahead in the count. He'll come set from the stretch. And the 0-2. Swung on, fouled off, over the backstop and out of play. 2 errors in the inning for the Patriots. One was an E7 by Will Kenger in left field on a base hit from Carlos Franco. The ball went underneath the glove of Kenger and allowed Franco to advance to second base. And then an E5 on Ray Navarro has kept this inning alive. 0-2. Swing and a miss, he got him. That's a fastball from Teasley, up and in. Skelton swings right through it. First strikeout of the ball game for the Southpaw, and he keeps the Revs off the scoreboard. No runs on 1 hit, 2 errors, and 2 runners are left on base. Tied at 1. We'll head to the third on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
Presenting the lowest car prices you've ever seen. Wow pricing. Only on Fullerton.com. It'll blow you away. If you want the best deals on all new cars and trucks, don't miss Fullerton's absolutely enormous spring clearance event. Get the lowest prices on our entire new inventory all month long. This month only at Fullerton.
For over 85 years, in every county across the state, we've protected the health of New Jersey, covering families and businesses through life's big moments and the small ones. Because we don't just work here, we live here too. Over 5,000 local employees, all with the same purpose, taking care of you.
For over 100 years, Carrier Clinic has offered a wide array of specialized behavioral health services for individuals throughout New Jersey. Visit www.carrierclinic.org. Shopping for a new car? Hit a home run with all the great deals available now at your Tri-State Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Visit tristateford.com for more information today. It's the top of the third inning. This ball game tied at 1 between the Patriots and the Revolution. 1 run, 2 hits, and 2 errors for Somerset. 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 error for the York Revolution. Craig Massey to lead off. And the first pitch to the lefty taken low. 1 ball and no strikes. Somerset grabbed an early lead on a Will Kenger RBI double in the top of the first. And the Revolution responded on a 2-out solo home run from Telvin Nash in the bottom of the first inning. As Massey takes low, 2 balls and no strikes. Both teams then got runners into scoring position in the second, and both teams came up empty. So here we are in the third. Ricky Schaefer is at 32 pitches. Now the 2-0 to the Massey. It misses low and outside. 3 balls and no strikes. Rick Teasley's at 23 pitches through 2. Both starters have struck out a batter. .3-0 to Massey. Up and in, ball 4. And a 4-pitch leadoff walk to Craig Massey begins the top of the third inning. Massey, a very aggressive base runner. Justin Pagioli, who steps in now, got a great jump off of Ricky Schaefer back in the first inning.
So we'll see if Massey thinks about getting aggressive here in the top of the third. I would imagine that he would. The Patriots have started implementing more and more hit and runs as of late. Pacioli's been swinging the ball well, so I wouldn't be surprised if there was a hit and run, especially with a lot of space on the right side of the infield. Large lead for Massey. First pitch. Fastball, and it misses. 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch didn't miss by much. Thing is, when you have a right-handed batter at the plate also, it's a little more favorable to do a hit and run. Because if Massey were to take off, it would force the second baseman, Angelis Nina, to go to the second base bag to cover. That's the whole point, open up more space on the right side of the infield. From the stretch, 1-0. Pacioli takes a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. While Schaefer works considerably slower with runners on. He's already done it a number of times. Back in the first inning, again in the second. There's a runner at first base. Schaefer slows down his entire progression. Massey's at first base here with nobody out in the top of the third. Game tied at 1. 1-1. Massey goes. Pitch misses. Throw down to second base. And Massey beats the tag. A close throw from James Skelton. It was accurate. Angelis Nina applied the tag, but according to the third base umpire, Derek Moshe, the outstretched head-first dive of Craig Massey and his left hand got onto the second base bag prior to the tag. That is stolen base number 16 on the year for Craig. It's a 2-1 count with a runner in scoring position and nobody out, top of the third. Pacioli had a base hit in his first at-bat, came around to score a run. Now the 2-1 from Schaefer. Fouled over the backstop, out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now Somerset, to this point, 1 for 4 with runners in scoring position tonight. Will Kenger had the RBI double in the first. He was at second base. The Patriots failed to score him. And then later in the second inning, Teodoro Martinez was at second, and the Patriots did not score him. But 6 hits with runners in scoring position last night for Somerset. And 4 hits with runners in scoring position on Sunday. Massey takes a couple of jumps off the second base bag, leaning, drawing Schaefer's attention, and now James Skelton asks for time. Nobody's really holding on Massey. The shortstop Dent's playing back, the second baseman Angelis Nina is playing back, and Ricky Schaefer is just staring towards Craig as he continues to jump back and forth in hopes of drawing the California native's attention. Pacioli's at the plate. 2-2. Breaking ball, misses inside. Not a lot of break there from the former Empire League standout. So 3 balls and 2 strikes with nobody out and a runner at second in the top of the third inning. Game tied at 1. Will Kenger awaits on deck. He has very much enjoyed playing at Peoples Bank Park this season. Schaefer comes set. A large lead for Massey. 3-2. Swung on, hit in the air, shallow right field. Coming in Wellington Dotel. He lines it up. He makes the catch. Massey bluffs the tag from second. Dotel has such a strong arm. The ball almost got out of play, but it went over the third baseman Franco, and Massey takes third base. And that should be the second error of the ballgame for the Revs. Well, Massey bluffed the tag off of second for that exact reason, to force a throw from Dotel. Wellington Dotel loves throwing to try to get outfield assists. And he's done so successfully a number of times this season. He got underneath that throw and just air-mailed it to third, well over the third baseman, Carlos Franco. So that puts Massey at third base. He alertly took the bag once he saw the ball was thrown over Franco. An E9, and it's a big error because now runner at third with less than 2 out. First pitch to Kenger. Misses inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Both teams already with 2 errors in this ballgame. There's a throwing error from Ryan Dent in the second inning, and now a throwing error from Wellington Dotel in the third. 1-0 to Kenger. Swing and a miss. Looks like a change-up there from Schaefer. A big swing from Kenger. And it's a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Patriots have also committed a couple of errors. Both came in the bottom of the second inning. Infield plays back with one away. Here's the 1-1. Kenger swings and lines a base hit into right center field. Scoring from third base is Craig Massey. That's the second RBI of the ball game for Will Kenger. And the Patriots lead 2-1 in the third. Kenger's success against the Revs continue. Just a level swing. Didn't try to lift it. Lined it and then took a couple of bounces before it left the infield. Craig Massey scores, and look, there's a chance that Massey could have scored from second if not for the Wellington Hotel error. That certainly helped things out for the Patriots. So Somerset back in front. Kenger has 2 RBI on the ball game. He's off of first base. Here's Edwin Espinal. Still one away, top of the third. And the first pitch is ripped into left field. That's a base hit. And another good sign for El Poco. That's his third straight game with a base hit. Kenger on to second base, and Somerset has 2 on with 1 away in the third. More good signs coming from this Patriots team. You're not going to turn around a season in a day, but the way that they've been swinging the bats over the last couple of games, very promising. And look, even last night, came against a pretty good pitcher in Duke Von Schamen. They put 5 runs on 10 hits against Von Schamen over 4 2/3. Granted, Schaefer is still adjusting to the league, but Somerset looks a lot better against Schaefer than the first time they played him. Now Michael Ullman. And the first pitch, breaking ball, misses low. 1 ball and no strikes. And it's good to see that Ullman has remained in this ballgame. He came up short, running down to first base in his first at-bat, and was briefly taken into the locker room by Patriots trainer Phil Lee. But he has remained in the lineup. 1-0. Misses above the letters. 2 balls and no strikes. An opportunity here for Michael Ullman and the Patriots to distance themselves just a bit from the Revs. Still a lot of baseball to play. And there's already a right-handed reliever that has begun getting loose for York. Hitter's count for Ullman. The 2-0 from Schaefer. Swung on and hit high in the air. Deep to left field. Mesa turns around. There it goes. A towering blast from Michael Ullman. A 3-run shot in the top of the third inning. That is Ullman's 8th home run of the season. And the Patriots have opened this ball game up. It's now a 5-1 Somerset lead. Ullman comes back in the lineup after he had an injury scare earlier in the ballgame, and he clears the bases, a 3-run shot over the arch nemesis. And the Patriots have put 4 runs on the board in the top of the third inning. They lead this ballgame 5-1. And now Ray Navarro, the batter. Second 3-run home run for Ullman, as Ray Navarro swings and lines a base hit down the right field line. That's going to roll into the corner. Navarro turns first. He's heading for second. Dotel with a strong arm, but a head-first dive for Navarro beats the throw, and that's a double for the former big leaguer. Second extra base hit of the inning. And Somerset hitting Schaefer hard in the top of the third. This is the second time through the order, the second time the Patriots are facing Schaefer. And that's going to be it for the York starter. Joe Jones had been getting loose previously. And Schaefer looks like his night is going to be done with 1 out in the top of the third. The Patriots leading 5-1, and Ray Navarro off of second base. So we'll step aside for the pitching change. The Revs tap into their bullpen earlier than expected with a 5-1 Somerset lead in the top of the third on SPN.TV. 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
So many good options. Man, I'm hungry. Ooh, let's do healthy today. I think that'll work. The healthy plate. What do we have here? So many good options. What do I choose? We have veggie burger, turkey burger, fruit cup. It all sounds so good, but something's telling me veggie burger. I think I'll have the veggie burger. A lot of great choices here at the Horizon Healthy Plate concession stand. That's a tasty burger. So many good options. Man, I'm hungry. Ooh, let's do healthy today. I think that'll work. The healthy plate. What do we have here? So many good options. What do I choose? We have veggie burger, turkey burger, fruit cup. It all sounds so good, but something's telling me veggie burger. I think I'll have the veggie burger. A lot of great choices here.
Somerset Sluggers merchandise and tickets to games, and become a member of the Somerset Sluggers Kids Club. It's only $15. Call our Sluggers coordinator, Tim, at 908-255-1422, or visit our Somerset Sluggers page at somersetpatriots.com to learn more and sign up today. The Patriots would like to thank Children's Specialized Hospital for their support of the 2019 Somerset Sluggers Kids Club. The new pitcher on the mound for the Revs is the 6'5", 240-pound righty Joe Jones. I believe this is the first time that the Patriots are seeing Jones this season. He's not even listed in the game notes for the York Revolution, so I'll have to do a bit of research on Jones. But he comes on the mound here with Ricky Schaefer done after 2 1/3 innings. It'll be Alfredo Rodriguez to step in with a runner at second base and still 1 out, top of the third. Ray Navarro just chased Schaefer with a double. He's off of second, and the first pitch to Rodriguez taken low and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Well, Joe Jones, he has appeared in 1 game for the Revs so far this season. He made a start as the 1-0 to Rodriguez misses high. 2 balls and no strikes. So listed as a starting pitcher for the Revs. He went 4 1/3 innings in his first start and only appearance. Allowed 2 runs and 7 hits over 4 1/3. As the fastball to Rodriguez taken low and away. Now 3 balls and no strikes. Played with the Washington Wild Things in the Frontier League earlier this season. Made 3 appearances, had a 1.93 earned run average. 3-0. Outside ball 4. That's the second time that Rodriguez has walked today, and he has now reached base safely in 7 consecutive plate appearances. Reached base at all 5 of his plate appearances yesterday, and he's drawn a couple of walks in his first 2 plate appearances today. Again, it's a 5-1 Patriots lead. They've already scored 4 runs in the top of the 3rd inning. The Revs have made a call to their bullpen. It's Joe Jones on the mound, and now Teodoro Martinez steps in. First pitch. Fastball taken for a called strike. But by no means should Somerset get complacent at all. This is a hitter-friendly ballpark and the most dangerous lineup in the Atlantic League. It's a nice early lead for the Patriots, but still a lot of baseball to play. 0-1. Martinez lifts it foul down the first base line out of play. 0-2. It's Martinez's first game in the lineup for the Patriots. Grounded into a fielder's choice in his first at-bat. Likely should have been a double play if not for a throwing error by the Revs shortstop Ryan Dent, a normally sure-handed shortstop. Navarro at second, Rodriguez at first. The 0-2. Fastball misses outside. 90 miles per hour on the radar gun. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jones has not had any experience in a Major League Baseball organization throughout his professional career. 1-2. Swung on and hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. If it's fair, it's gone. That is gone! A 3-run home run for Teodoro Martinez in his first game as a Patriot. The second 3-run home run of the inning for Somerset. They've posted a 7 spot against the Revs, and they lead 8-1. My goodness. Oh, that is one way to introduce yourself to this team and this Patriots fan base. His second at-bat as a Patriot, and he crushes a 3-run home run down the left field line. 8-1 Patriots. And we are still in the top of the third. Now Gabriel Bracamonte attacks the first pitch and hits it to deep right. Dotel races back, but he lines it up. Shy of the warning track to make the catch. And that's the second out of the inning. But how about this for the Patriots? They had scored 11 runs on Sunday, 8 runs yesterday, both times eclipsing 13 or more hits. And today, with 2 out in the top of the third inning, the Patriots have 8 runs on 7 hits, including 2 separate 3-run home runs. Massey taken low. 1 ball and no strikes. So that closes the book on Ricky Schaefer. We'll get to that line in a moment. 1-0 to Massey, misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes. So Schaefer, the starting pitcher for the York Revolution, ultimately goes 2 1/3 innings. He allows 6 runs, all earned on 6 hits, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, as Massey shoots 1 foul. 2 balls and 1 strike. And it's Joe Jones on the mound. He's already allowed 2 runs of his own to this point. 2-1 to Massey. Tapped foul. Rolls to the backstop. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Patriots have batted around in the top of the third inning. Massey is the 10th batter of the frame. And again, 7 runs home in the top of the third. This, I believe, ties the largest scoring output in a single inning for the Patriots this season. 2-2. Taken low on a breaking ball. 3 balls and 2 strikes. I believe it was against the Rockers earlier this season. Let's see. Yep, most runs in an inning for the Patriots. They put a 7 spot on the board in the bottom of the first inning against the High Point Rockers back on May 1st. Now the 3-2. Massey swings and grounds it to first. It's collected by Tejeda as he fell to his knees. Flips it over to Jones covering the bag. And for the Revs, the inning is mercifully over. But what a big frame for the Patriots. 7-run score, ultimately on 5 hits, with no errors and nobody left on base. Somerset in front 8-1 as we head to the bottom of the third on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Presenting the lowest car prices you've ever seen. Wow pricing. Only on Fullerton.com. It'll blow you away. If you want the best deals on all new cars and trucks, don't miss Fullerton's absolutely enormous spring clearance event. Get the lowest prices on our entire new inventory all month long. This month only at Fullerton.
For over 85 years, in every county across the state, we've protected the health of New Jersey, covering families and businesses through life's big moments and the small ones. Because we don't just work here, we live here too. Over 5,000 local employees, all with the same purpose, taking care of you.
Diamond Nation, located in Flemington, New Jersey, is the premier baseball and softball facility in the Northeast and is home to the Jack Cuss Baseball and Jenny Finch Softball Academies. Visit us at diamondnation.com today. Rick Teasley on the mound for the Patriots in the bottom of the third inning. Teasley's just been given plenty of run support. Somerset leads 8-1. And up at the plate is Justin Trapp to begin the home half of the third. His first pitch is taken for a called strike, 0-1. 8 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors for the Patriots as Trapp takes one high, 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 run, 2 hits, and 2 errors for the York Revolution. 1-1. Misses inside from Teasley. 2 balls and 1 strike. The 7 runs in the top of the third And it's the second, well, tied for the largest outburst in an inning this season for the Patriots. 2-1 to Trapp, taken low, 3 balls and 1 strike. Will Kenger began the scoring in the inning with an RBI single. And then Michael Ullman added a 3-run home run. And Teodoro Martinez with a 3-run blast as well. As Trapp chops one over the middle. It's fielded by Massey. Throw to first. They got him! What a play from Craig Massey. Backhanded pick behind the second base bag. Momentum carrying him in left. Threw across the body to first. The stretch and the pick made by Espinal. And there's 1 away in the home half of the 3rd inning. Not an easy play for Massey at all. Justin Trapp runs well. And it even seemed as though Massey bobbled the ball a bit and struggled to transfer it from the glove to the throwing hand. But he's still able to get the put out at first. There's 1 away. And here's Angelis Nina. First pitch to Nina, misses inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Nina grounded out to third in his first at bat. He's 0 for 1. Teasley works quickly. The 1-0 to the righty, misses inside again. Rick oftentimes likes to work inside to batters, both right-handed and left-handed. It's his bread and butter. 2-0 from the southpaw. Misses up and away, 3 balls and no strikes. Nina, a .292 batter, 3 home runs and 30 runs batted in. And he'll step out of the right-handed batter's box. .3-0. Right down Broadway. That's a called strike. 3-1. As Nina attacks the 3-1 and lifts it foul to the backstop. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, bottom of the 3rd inning. Patriots leading 8-1. They've out-hit the Revs 7-2 to this point as well. Only run Teasley allowed was a Telvin Nash home run in the first. 3-2. Swinging a ground ball towards the middle, past Teasley's glove, and it rolls into center field. That's a base hit. 3rd hit of the ball game for the Revs. And they do get a base runner on in front of Telvin Nash, who already has a solo home run to his name tonight. So Nash will step in, has solo blast in the bottom of the 1st inning, and went opposite field to right center onto the grass berm. First pitch. And it's a fastball taken for a called strike, 0-1. Nash had a home run in the last game that he played against Teasley. Had a mammoth of a solo home run in the 1st inning against Teasley and Rick's start back on May 6th here in this ballpark. 1-0. Swinging a hard line drive to right field, but it's directly at Teodoro Martinez, who makes the catch. Nina back to first base, and there's 2 away. Well, even when Nash is put out, he still finds a way to hit the ball hard. That'll bring up Isaias Tejeda, and virtually the same could be said for Tejeda as well. The Patriots held Tejeda off the hit column in last night's ball game. He went 0 for 4. He did draw a walk and scored a run. Well, he's 0 for 1 today. Fouled out to the 3rd baseman, Ray Navarro, in his first at-bat. First pitch. He swings and rips one down the left field line, hooking, and it's foul. No balls and a strike. Well, Tejeda really got out in front of that one. He launched that ball. Easily would have cleared the fence had it been fair, but pulled it a little too much down the left field line. But that foul ball right there illustrates how important a large lead is in this ballpark. It is vital against this lineup with these configurations. 0-1. Inside, as Tejeda jumps out of the way, puts his hands in the air. 1 ball and 1 strike. Look, a 2-run home run makes it a 5-run game, and again, so much baseball left to play. Somerset will not take the foot off the gas pedal despite a 7-run top of the third. They lead 8-1. Runner at first, 2 away. Here's the pitch. Tejeda swings and lines one out to left field. Kenger back to the fence, makes the catch along the warning track, and that's a scoreless inning for Rick Teasley. No runs for the Revs on a hit, no errors, and 1 runner is left on base. We'll head to the 4th. Patriots in front 8-1 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com. Attention troops, Scout Nights with the Somerset Patriots will be returning to TD Bank Ballpark for the upcoming season on Friday, June 28th, Sunday, July 28th, and Thursday, August 29th. Additionally, our Girl Scout days are set for Sunday, June 30th, and Saturday, September 21st. Troops will have the honor of presenting both their PAX banner along with our nation's colors on the field before the game. A parade around the field will end with the troops lining the infield during the national anthem. Scouts looking to earn badges for presenting the colors and going on a go-see-it outing can fulfill both, all while enjoying America's pastime. Tickets begin at just $8.50 for everyone in the group, with commemorative Scout patches available for just $1.50. Visit SomersetPatriots.com or call 908-252-0700 so you can get involved and have your troop honored at a professional baseball game. Country family of brands located on routes 31 and 202 in Flemington, New Jersey, or at Flemington.com. There you'll find a family-centered organization ready to take care of all of your automotive needs as they've done since 1976. 8-1 Patriots leading. We're in the top of the 4th inning. Justin Pacioli leads off, and the first pitch misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. It'll be Pacioli, Kenger, and Espinal. 2-3-4 in the Patriot order, with a comfortable lead, 1-0. Taken for a called strike. Pacioli disagrees. Clipped the low outside part of the strike zone. 1 ball and 1 strike. My name's Mark Schwartz. Thank you so much for tuning in for today's broadcast. Mike Lawrence running our boards at our WCTC studios in Somerset. 1-1 to Patch, misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. It's a beautiful evening for baseball in York, Pennsylvania. 84 degrees, partly cloudy skies. Wind slightly blowing out towards left center field. Little humid for me, but still comfortable. 2-1, a line drive over the first baseman Tejeda, down the right field line. It's another base hit for Justin Pacioli. His 2nd of the ball game, and he remains red hot at the plate. A leadoff single for Somerset in the top of the 4th inning. Mentioned it earlier. And he had hit safely in 11 of his last 12 games. Over those last 12, Pacioli was hitting .349. And that number is just going to increase after today's performance. He's 2 for 3. He's at first, and the first pitch to Will Kenger misses outside, 1-0. In addition to that, Pacioli has also scored a run and stolen a base. Another strong game for third-year Patriot. 1-0. Kenger swings and skies one out to left center field and deep. Trap back to the warning track. He leaps, and it's gone! A 2-run opposite field home run for Will Kenger. That ball kept carrying out a wall scraper over the left center field fence. For Kenger, it's his team-leading 12th home run of the year. It's the 3rd home run of the ball game for Somerset, and they lead 10-1. What an offensive outburst for Somerset. They had 2 separate 3-run home runs in the top of the 3rd, and Kenger sends a 2-run blast over the left center field fence in the 4th. Now Edwin Espinal. And the first pitch fastball misses inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Well, I got to admit, it's a bit ironic
that the Patriots have this scoring line in this specific game. 1-0. Espinal takes a called strike, 1-1. The last time that the Patriots played the Revs, when Ricky Schaefer was on the mound for York and Rick Teasley was on the mound for Somerset, it was ultimately a 13-1 York Revolution win. As Espinal takes a breaking ball low and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. So now it's 1 start later for both of these guys. It's the same starting pitchers in that game. It's the same teams, virtually the same players. And the scoring line has flipped. 2-1 to Espinal, a called strike, 2-2. And both teams has returned the favor in the other team's ballpark. York won that ball game against Somerset 13-1 last Thursday, and it's the Patriots in front 10-1 so far tonight. 2-2. Espinal swings and lifts it foul. So Poco stays alive. But 3 home runs in this ball game already for Somerset. 3-run home run from Michael Ullman and Teodoro Martinez in the 3rd. Now a 2-run shot from Will Kedger opposite field here in the 4th. 2-2. Espinal checks his swing. Appeal to first base didn't go around. Skelton frustrated, but it's a 3-ball, 2-strike count with nobody out in the top of the 4th inning. Well, the Patriots well on their way for another strong offensive evening. 1 more hit will give them double-digit hits in 3 straight games after such pronounced struggles over a 2-week stretch that began this road trip. 3-2 to Espinal, misses inside, ball 4. And the first 3 batters of the inning for the Patriots have reached base. Joe Jones remains on the mound for the Revs. He's already made 1 start this season, so especially in a ball game like this with the Patriots comfortably ahead, I would imagine that Jones is going to have to just simply eat some innings for the Revs and try to save this York bullpen for later in the series. Now Michael Ullman at the plate. First pitch. Ullman swings and bloops one. Towards first. It's over the head of Tejeda and rolls it to foul territory down the first base line, but it had landed fair. That's a base hit for Ullman. It's the 10th hit of the ballgame for the Patriots. Espinal to second base. And there's runners at first and second with nobody out. And when the Patriots were struggling, it was those kind of plays that were going for the other side. But now in a game like today, with the Patriots 10 runs on 10 hits, sometimes it's in those games that you get that kind of a bloop base hit. Now it's Ray Navarro. First pitch. Navarro takes low and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Again, Jones is the second pitcher of the ball game for the Revs. Ricky Schaefer allowed 6 runs over 2 1/3. Jones has allowed 4 runs so far, and he's yet to record an out in the top of the 4th inning. 1-0. Navarro takes low and outside. 2 balls and no strikes. 10 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors for the Patriots. 1 run, 3 hits, and 2 errors for the York Revolution. There's been 3 hits and a walk so far in the inning for the Patriots. 2-0. Navarro jumps out of the way of a fastball, and Jones is struggling mightily. He'll step off the mound, take his hat off, and wipe some sweat off of his forehead. The tall righty stands at 6'5", 240 pounds, Tennessee native. He's struggling to locate. When he has found the strike zone, he's left it over the plate, and the Patriots have taken advantage. 3-0 to Navarro, misses low and outside, ball 4. Second walk allowed by Jones in the inning, and the Patriots have the bases loaded with still nobody out. And this is just remarkable. It hasn't even been a gradual turnaround for this offense where you see some silver linings and some good things that eventually put together over the course of time a nice turnaround. This has been an immediate turnaround for this Patriots lineup. Now, granted, this is only the 3rd game in this stretch, but it's got to feel good for Patriots fans to see this. Here's Alfredo Rodriguez, and the first pitch from Jones misses well outside, and now Jones with some pretty poor body language, just sort of
sighing and tilting his head back and forth with the pitches missing the strike zone. Rodriguez has drawn 2 walks today, the 1-0. This is low in the dirt, blocked by Skelton. 2 balls and no strikes. And now Orlani Quiroz has begun to throw. Quiroz had thrown last night for the Revs. He tossed an inning of relief, and looks like Jones might not be too much longer for this ballgame. See if Rodriguez wants to take all the way after Ray Navarro drew a 4-pitch walk. 2-0, misses up and in, 3 balls and no strikes, and now Rodriguez has to take all the way. That's 7 straight pitches for Jones out of the strike zone. It's drawn some of the ire of the Revs faithful in attendance. And the bases are loaded, nobody out. Rodriguez at the plate, 3-0. Up and in, ball 4. That's a bases loaded walk to Alfredo Rodriguez. 3rd time he's drawn a walk today, and it brings home a run. Espinal scores from 3rd, and the Patriots lead 11-1. My goodness. And Mark Mason has to make a call to the bullpen soon. I understand you want Jones to eat some innings, but he has not looked good in the 4th. He's now walked 3 batters. The bases are loaded. It's Teodoro Martinez, and he takes all the way. The fastball misses high, 1-0. That is now 9 straight pitches out of the strike zone for Jones. Martinez hit a 3-run home run in his last at-bat. And now Jones just steps off the mound, and Teodoro Martinez steps out of the left-handed batter's box. We have a brief pause in the action because the first baseman, Isaias Tejeda, has decided to tie his shoes. That's a veteran move for Tejeda because all he's doing there is trying to give more time for the left-handed pitcher, Orlani Quiroz, to get loose in the bullpen. That's all he's doing, is just killing some time for the bullpen. 1-0. Up and in, 2 balls and no strikes. That's now 10 straight pitches from Jones out of the strike zone. And this is reminiscent of the Pat Young appearance that was made against the Somerset Patriots back at TD Bank Ballpark a couple of homestands ago, when Young threw, I believe it was like 16 or 17 straight pitches out of the zone. Martinez has to take all the way, and the 2-0 misses well outside, 3 balls and no strikes. 11 straight pitches out of the strike zone. He's already walked the bases loaded. It's Ullman at 3rd, Navarro at 2nd, Rodriguez at 1st. 3-0. Fastball called a strike. And a sarcastic cheer from the Revs fans in attendance. And now Martinez becomes the batter. That's the first strike in the last 3 plate appearances. 3-1 to Martinez. Fastball, called a strike again. 3-2. So I'm sure Martinez now has to gear up. Again, he's playing in his first game as a Patriot, hit a 3-run home run in his last at-bat. And the bases are loaded here in the top of the 3rd. 3-2. Swinging a ground ball to second, could be 2. It's Nina to Dent, throw to first base in time. It's a double play. Ullman scores from 3rd. No run batted in given to Martinez, but it's now a 12-1 Patriots lead. So the Revs will certainly take that trade-off in a ball game that has already started to settle itself in as a lopsided lead for Somerset. Well, Martinez does bring home another run. Bracamonte misses up and in, 1 ball and no strikes. I'm sure Martinez is thinking, well, why was I the guy that the pitcher had to start throwing strikes against after he worked ahead 3-0? 4 runs home in the top of the 4th. 1-0 to Bracamonte. Swung on and driven high in the air out to left field. This has a chance. Did he do it? He did! A 2-run shot for Gabriel Bracamonte. His 3rd home run of the season, his 2nd home run of the road trip. That's the 2nd 2-run home run of the inning for the Patriots. It's their 4th home run of the ballgame. And Somerset leads 14-1. My, oh my. And Bracamonte takes his time stepping on home. And that's going to be it for Jones. Mark Mason is going to come out to the mound
And Jones's evening will end with 2 out in the top of the 4th inning. The Patriots have hit 2 home runs in an inning for the second time tonight, and it comes in its second consecutive frame. The new pitcher will be Orlani Quiros as we step aside with another pitching change. Patriots leading 14-1 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
Attention troops, Scout Nights with the Somerset Patriots will be returning to TD Bank Ballpark for the upcoming season on Friday, June 28th, Sunday, July 28th, and Thursday, August 29th. Additionally, our Girl Scout days are set for Sunday, June 30th, and Saturday, September 21st. Troops will have the honor of presenting both their PAX banner along with our nation's colors on the field before the game. A parade around the field will end with the troops lining the infield during the national anthem. Scouts looking to earn badges for presenting the colors and going on a go-see-it outing can fulfill both, all while enjoying America's pastime. Tickets begin at just $8.50 for everyone in the group, with commemorative Scout patches available for just $1.50. Visit SomersetPatriots.com or call 908-252-0700 so you can get involved and have your troop honored at a professional baseball game.
Fans get updates on the team, ticket specials, and upcoming promotions with the Patriots Blast. Text Somerset Patriots one word to 22828. Again, text Somerset Patriots, that's one word to 22828 to get signed up today. And the Patriots are enjoying a game tonight like one they have not experienced yet this season. This has been quite the showing from Somerset's lineup. Orlani Quiros, the new batter. And the first pitch to Craig Massey is a fastball that misses low and in. 1 ball and no strikes. Somerset scored 7 runs in the 3rd inning. They've scored 6 runs here in the 4th and lead 14-1. 1-0 to Massey, taken for a called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. 4 home runs in this ball game for the Patriots by 4 different players. 1-1. Swinging a ground ball towards third. It's under the glove of Carlos Franco and into left field. That should be an E5. Craig Massey reaches base and the inning continues. And Somerset has now batted around for the 2nd straight inning. I'll see how it's ruled. Looks like they might be giving it a hit for the time being. That would imagine that should be an error, but we'll await the official confirmation. Either way, it's Massey at first. Now Justin Pacioli will hit for the 2nd time in the inning. Somerset brought 10 batters to the plate in the 3rd. They've brought 10 more batters to the plate here in the 4th. First pitch. Up and away, 1 ball and no strikes. The 14 runs that Somerset has scored tonight have tied a season high. They scored 14 runs 3 times this season. 1-0. Pacioli takes a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Somerset had a 14-run outburst on April 27th in a 7-inning game against the New Britain Bees, and then twice scored 14 runs in a 9-inning game. Once against York, once against New Britain, as Pacioli chops 1 foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And not only do they have 14 runs in today's ball game, they have 14 runs over their first 3 2/3 innings. And just for fun, in case you're wondering, the most runs ever scored in a game in Somerset Patriots history is 27. They did it back in 2009 in a 27-10 victory against the Newark Bears. 1-2 breaking ball misses outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And I would not be doing my job if I didn't let you guys know that the Patriots are currently on pace to set a franchise record for most runs in a game. Who knows if they'll get there, but they are on pace to break a franchise record. 2-2. Pacioli muscles it foul. And the count holds at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So it was correctly ruled an error on Carlos Franco that allowed Craig Massey to reach first base. It's the 3rd error of the ball game for York. Somerset leading 14-1.
2 out, a runner at first, top of the fourth. 2-2 pitch. Misses up and away, and it deflects off the glove of Skelton, rolls to the backstop, and Craig Messi advances over to second base. It should be a pass ball. Yep, it's a pass ball against James Skelton, allowing Massey to reach second. Skelton just reached up the glove a bit, and the ball hit against the tip of his glove and rolled to the backstop. So another runner in scoring position for Somerset. Already a nice game for Pacioli. He's 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored and a stolen base. He works against the lefty Quiros, third pitcher of the ballgame for York. Patriots are 5 for 10 with runners in scoring position today. And now Pacioli asks for time. The book is closed on Joe Jones. He ultimately worked an inning and a third for the Revs, allowed 8 runs, all earned. 3-2 to Pacioli. Swung on and popped up. Shallow right field. Out goes the second baseman, Nina. Backpedals, makes the catch, and the inning is over. But for the second straight inning, the Patriots bring 10 batters to the plate. This time they score 6 runs. And it comes on 4 hits, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base. 14-1 Somerset. As we move to the bottom of the fourth on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com. Attention New Jersey camps, it's time to start thinking about your summer schedule and field trips for your campers. The Somerset Patriots Camp Days have returned for the upcoming season. Head over to TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater to check out top-notch baseball for the best price in town. The 2019 camp dates are officially set for Thursday, July 18th, Wednesday, July 31st, and Wednesday, August 14th. The Patriots are welcoming camps with groups of all sizes to come out to the ballpark to enjoy America's favorite pastime. Each game begins at 11:05 a.m. and tickets start at just $8. There are also lunch options available for just $5. In addition, each camp in attendance will be welcomed with a public address announcement and a scoreboard announcement during the game. Camps can also take advantage of our on-field programs throughout the game based on availability. So book now to ensure a memorable baseball-filled, fun-in-the-sun trip for your camp today. Give us a call at 908-252-0700 or visit SomersetPatriots.com to lock down your camp's perfect summer trip. And welcome back. Bottom of the fourth inning. Have your next barbecue at the ballpark. Groups of 30 or more can enjoy the game from the picnic area located down the left field line and enjoy the all-you-can-eat barbecue buffet. We do all the work, so you can just sit back and relax. Call the Patriots Group Sales Department at 908-252-0700 to book your next barbecue at the ballpark. 14-1. Patriots are leading this ball game. It has been an incredible game so far for the Somerset Patriots. And Rick Teasley comes back on the mound. Teasley will work in the bottom of the fourth inning. And it'll be Carlos Franco, Wellington Dotel, and Melky Mesa. First pitch to Franco misses inside as he jumps out of the way. 1 ball and no strikes. Has to feel good for Rick Teasley to have this amount of run support in today's ball game. 1-0. Franco takes a strike, 1-1. Considering Rick had his struggles, certainly, in the last start that he made. 1-1. Franco swings and lines one out to center field. Pacioli comes in, and the ball will hang up in the air long enough for Patch to make the catch. And that's the first out of the inning. Teasley has allowed just 1 run to this point. That came on a solo home run from Telvin Nash in the bottom of the first. Patriots' last start that Teasley made lost 13-1. They are leading 14-1 tonight. Here's Wellington Dotel. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch from Rick taken for a called strike, 0-1. So, I mean, there's still time left in this ball game, but My goodness, the Patriots have scored 14 runs as Dotel grounds one to third. Backhanded pick made by Navarro, and a throw across the diamond robs Dotel a base hit for the second out of the inning. Navarro had an error earlier tonight, but that was a fine play. Dropped to his backside as he made the short hop pick, rose to his feet, and threw it across the diamond to beat Dotel. 2 out, nobody on in the bottom of the 4th inning. Teasley's retired 4 in a row. 14 runs, 11 hits for the Patriots. They have 4 home runs tonight. Michael Ullman, a 3-run home run. Teodoro Martinez, a 3-run home run. Will Kenger, a 2-run home run. Gabriel Bracamonte, a 2-run home run. And now Melky Mesa at the plate, and his first pitch from Teasley misses low. 1 ball and no strikes. Mentioned it in the last inning. In case you're just tuning in, Somerset is on pace right now to set a new franchise record for most runs in a ball game. 1-0. Fastball called a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Most runs were 27, scored by the Patriots back in 2009 against the Newark Bears. 1-1. Breaking ball misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. So, math would tell us that if they've scored 14 runs through 4 innings, that they are on pace to score 28 runs through 8. 2-1 misses inside as Mesa spins out of the way. Now, of course, it's very difficult to envision that actually happening. It's fun to have a hypothetical, but that's what they're on pace for, and that's all I'll say. It's not all I'll say. I have plenty more to talk about. That's my job. 3-1. Mesa swings and grounds it foul down the third base line. So 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 out, bottom of the 4th. Patriots in front by 13 runs. (3-2). Misses low, ball 4. Melky Mesa with a 2-out walk. It's the first free pass allowed by Teasley in tonight's ball game. And a 2-out base runner. Well, I very much appreciate everyone who has tuned in for today's ball game, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. This Somerset Patriots team, look, they went through a tough stretch. There's no two ways about it. It was a stretch that none of these players were very proud of. Now the first pitch to Ryan Dent, taken for a called strike, 0-1. Somerset lost 7 games in a row, and a stretch from July 28th through August 3rd. It was 1 shy of a franchise record. 0-1 to Dent, called a strike towards the top of the strike zone, 0-2. Patriots had lost 11 of 12 games before Sunday's contest against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs, and things didn't look too promising for this team. 0-2. Misses up and away, 1-2. But when you think about a turnaround, you don't think that it's going to necessarily happen so quick. And again, this is a small sample size. 1-2. Dent fists it foul. However, to have such a stark contrast between the way that they were playing and the way they've turned it around over their last 3 games is nothing short of remarkable. The way that the offense had struggled in that stretch in which they lost 11 of 12, they scored more than 3 runs just 2 times. 1-2's fouled off. Again, that just coming over 12 games, they scored more than 3 runs just 2 times. But they put 11 runs on the board on 13 hits on Sunday, 8 runs last night on 15 hits, and they already have 14 runs on 11 hits tonight. It's just remarkable the way this team has played over the last couple of days. 1-2 misses low and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And I talked about it in last night's ball game as well. It was an important game for Somerset, and this team has a lot of pride. And having lost the last 6 games in a row to this Revs team, including a 4-game sweep at your own ballpark in your own backyard, that didn't sit well with these guys. 2-2. Fastball just misses a bit upstairs. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And especially the last game between York and Somerset when the Revs won 13-1. This team is too proud to just go down quietly and allow that kind of an effort to continue. So they've come into York with motivation, and it has certainly showed over the last couple of games. 3-2. Swung on and lined foul down the left field line. Running on the play was Melky Mesa. He'll retreat to first, and the count holds at 3-2. Again, a 13-run lead for the Patriots. 3-2 coming from Teasley. Swinging a soft ground ball, deflects off of Teasley's glove, ricochets to Rodriguez at short, and Alfredo doesn't have a play. Teasley nearly made the play off the mound, but it deflected off the tip of his glove, ricocheted towards short. As Teasley had to reach out, a tough chance. It's been ruled an infield single for Ryan Dent. On to second base goes Melky Mesa. So back-to-back two-out base runners for the Revs in the bottom of the fourth inning. They still trail by 13. They'll bring up the number 9 batter, James Skelton. And Skelton will step off. So Rick Teasley, he's on the mound. He's about to throw his 67th pitch, so the pitch count hasn't quite been efficient for Rick to this point, but he has a comfortable lead. First pitch, Skelton takes low and outside, 1-0. And there are some options for Brett Jody in today's ballgame with the comfortable lead. It's the first time we could say that for the Patriots in quite some time. I would imagine Rick goes at least 5 to qualify for the win. After that, I'm not sure. 1-0 to Skelton, a called strike, 1-1. The Patriots did add a new pitcher prior to today's ball game, actually a former Rev, Junior Rincon. He's on the mound. Well, he's on the roster, wearing number 30 and available for tonight's contest. 1-1. Skelton takes a called strike, shaves the outside part of the plate, 1-2. So with Rincon on the roster, I would imagine in a 14-1 game, we'll see Rincon at some point today. Could also see James Puglisi, who hasn't pitched in a little while. Nate Rowe possibly as well, though Rowe pitched a couple of high-leverage situations yesterday. Skelton lifts the 1-2 out to center field. It's right there for Justin Pacioli. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners are left on base. We are through 4 innings, and Somerset has one of its most convincing leads of the season. 14-1 good guys. We move to the 5th on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
I'm fighting cancer.
I'm fighting cancer.
I am fighting cancer.
I fight every day.
Every night.
Every hour.
Every minute. And every second.
Robert Wood. Our job is New Jersey. Bring the latest research, treatments, and clinical trials close to home.
We're fighting cancer.
And I'm not fighting alone.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital. Let's beat cancer together.
Nothing is more important than your child's education. The Somerset County Education Association represents the public school employees that make your child's education possible. This includes more than 7,000 teachers, paraprofessionals, bus drivers, nurses, custodians, secretaries, and other outstanding education support professionals. Visit www.sceanj.org for more information. Together, we can prepare our children for the future.
Yeah, I was going to say, that was impressive. Looking for a great deal on a car? You'll score big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Visit TriStateFord.com for more information today. HealthQuest, the top 100 health and fitness club in the nation, is right here in our community, conveniently located on Route 31 in Flemington and open 7 days a week. HealthQuest proudly serves all of Central New Jersey. At HealthQuest, it's not just another day at the gym. It is a lifestyle. Visit them today and start your journey to becoming HQ Fit. Well, if you're looking for another storyline in this ball game, here's Will Kenger, who is a triple shy of the cycle. He steps in here against Orlani Quiroz. And the first pitch misses inside, 1-0. And I imagine that Kenger will get at least 2 more plate appearances tonight. He has a single, he has a double, he has a home run. 1-0. Kenger takes a called strike, 1-1. Kenjer had an RBI double in the first inning, an RBI single in the third, a 2-run home run in the fourth, and he's a triple shy of the cycle. 1-1 breaking ball from Quiroz curls in for a strike 1-2. There have only been 2 cycles in Somerset Patriots history. Kyle Roller was the last one to do it back in 2017. 1-2. Scooped foul, and Kenjer stays alive. Roller did it against the Blue Crabs back on June 28, 2017 at home. Orlando Miller had the first cycle in franchise history on May 14, 2002 against the Atlantic City Surf. 1-2. Kenjer swings and grounds the ball fair down the first base line. That will not be a triple. It's actually a 3 unassisted putout, and it's the first out in the top of the 5th. But for all of you Patriot historians that are listening to tonight's ball game, at this pace, Kenjer will have at least one more plate appearance. He'll have at least one more chance at a cycle. But even if he doesn't get it, the dude right now is 3 for 4 with a home run, 2 runs scored, and 4 runs batted in. So still an all right night. Here's Edwin Espinal. First pitch from Quiroz misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. The final line for for Joe Jones, again, an inning and a third. He allows 8 runs, all earned on 5 hits, 4 walks, no strikeouts. 1-1. Taken low, 2 balls and no strikes. Jones's earned run average on the season pops up to 15.88 after that performance. Meanwhile, the Patriots also hit Rev starter Ricky Schaefer hard. 2-0 to Espinal, taken for a called strike. 2-1. 14 runs, 11 hits for the Patriots. There's also been 5 combined errors in this ballgame. 2 for Somerset, 3 for York. 2-1. Espinal taps it foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And amazingly, despite there being 5 errors in this ballgame, all of the runs that have been scored, 15 total to this point, have been earned runs. No run has been affected by the 5 errors. It's a 2-2 count with 1 away, nobody on. Here's the pitch. Espinal takes low and in, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And I think one of the most promising things for Espinal as of late, he's not chasing as many pitches out of the zone. It's no secret he struggled in July, but even over the last couple of games, he's just laying off some of those bad pitches. And the balls that he is hitting have more solid contact to them. He's 1 for 2 today with a walk. 3-2. Up and in, ball 4. As Espinal lost his helmet, jumped out of the way, fell to the ground, but he smiles and rises to his feet. That's a 1-out walk to Edwin Espinal. He reaches base for the 3rd time tonight. And the Patriots with a 1-out base runner in the top of the 5th. And now Michael Ullman steps in, and make no mistake about it, even with a 14-1 lead, Patriots batters, I would bet that they look at today's ballgame now as an opportunity to add to some of their stat lines. And why not? These guys get graded on their stats. As the first pitch to Ullman misses outside, 1-0. Not in terms of like you get an A, you get an A-, you get a D, but he scratch and sniff sticker. And not in that sort of case, but when people and scouts are looking at some of these numbers and looking at the players, they look at the stats. Ullman grounds 1 foul. I mean, when teams, whether it be a major league organization or an organization overseas, they're looking for production. And some of them might not notice, oh, well, you know what? This home run came in a lopsided win. This came in a lopsided loss. No, they all count the same. That's why, and it's the livelihood for these guys that's so important. This is how they make their money. 1-1 to Ullman, misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. So you can't blame a guy for ever wanting to add to their stat line when, it might be the difference between them having their contract purchased and not. And in addition, look, it's a competition. It's a game. You want to win and you want to do the best that you can. 2-1. Ullman swings and drives the ball high in the air, deep to left field. Look at his mesa, and there it goes! That's a 2-run home run for Michael Ullman. His second home run of the game. The 5th home run for the Patriots. They have now set a new season high. It's a 16-run outburst, and the Patriots lead 16-1 in the top of the 5th. I mean, my goodness. This has been just crazy. 16-1. First pitch to Ray Navarro misses high. 1 ball and no strikes. Hey. Ullman is now 3 for 4. He has 3 runs scored. He has 2 home runs, and he's driven in 5. And I can't help but smile. I mean, this is, it's just remarkable. It's not something that you would expect to see coming to the ballpark, as Navarro takes a fastball off the plate, 2 balls and no strikes. And I said this the other night, 1 game a season does not make. And look, if the Patriots ultimately win this ballgame, it only counts towards 1 win, as the 2-0 to Navarro misses inside, 3 balls and no strikes. But from the struggles that this team went through with all the contracts getting purchased and the injuries over that 7-game lose streak, 3-0 to Navarro taken for a strike, 3-1, and how down so many people were on this team, and how down the players were, and how frustrated they were, and how everyone said, this is a gut check moment where you got to look yourself in the mirror, as Navarro swings and tips a fastball into the glove of Skelton, 3-2. Forget that this game just counts towards 1 win, just for the positive mindset of these guys moving forward. To have a game like this that they haven't had at all yet this season, and for it to come at this point of the year, it means a lot for these guys. It truly does. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Orleni Quiroz gets Navarro down on a fastball. Navarro chased it well off the plate. And there's 2 away in the top of the 5th inning. 2 more runs home here for the Patriots in the inning on a 2-run home run for Michael Ullman. There have been so many offensive stars in this ballgame for the Patriots. It's hard to just pick one, and I'll try to provide a recap as well as I can. Here's Alfredo Rodriguez. He taps the first pitch foul, 0-1. Maybe lost in the shuffle of all of this is that Alfredo Rodriguez, he has drawn 3 walks today. He has an RBI and a run scored. And dating back to yesterday's game, Rodriguez has reached base safely in 8 consecutive plate appearances. Now the 0-1. Breaking ball misses low and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. He's 1 shy of tying a season high of 9 straight plate appearances in which he reached base. 1-1. Rodriguez takes a fastball outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. It just seems middle of the order is starting to turn it around, and Patriots are getting contributions from a number of guys over these last couple of games. 2-1 to Rodriguez, called strike 2-2. Look, I don't want to be a wet blanket, but look, it's only a 3-game stretch, but it's a promising stretch for this team as they gear up for a stretch run. 2-2. Rodriguez swings and lines it to third. It's caught by Carlos Franco, lunging to his left, and the inning comes to an end. However, 2 more runs for the Patriots. 1 hit, no errors, and nobody is left on base. 16-1 Patriots lead. We're halfway home on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
2, 3, 4! Nailed it! Now let's go play some Quick Draw. Quick Draw!
Nothing beats the draw of Quick Draw, the game with over 40,000 daily winners. Find a place and bring your
Happy with this year's tax refund? Probably not. Well, Flemington Department Store can't change the tax law, but can make things less taxing by crediting you double the sales tax on most top-quality brand sofas, chairs, recliners, bedroom and dining room sets, proudly showcased in Central Jersey's largest showroom. That's right, Flemington is paying your sales tax plus giving you a matching credit when you buy furniture, plus free delivery. The double sales tax credit event is going on now, only at Flemington Department Store.
Okay, let's kick it off with a power sprint. Go, go, go. Stop. Killer class. Let's go play Quick Draw.
Nothing beats the draw of Quick Draw. A $1 bet could win up to $100,000. Find a place and bring your people.
Ideacom is now offering businesses free VoIP phones. With Ideacom, you can reduce your phone bill, work from anywhere, and enjoy local support. Ideacom has the experience to provide a solution that's right for your business. Get the guys from Ideacom on your team today by visiting their website at ideacom-nj.com. Rick Teasley back on the mound. His first pitch, the Justin Trapp, is sliced foul. No balls and a strike. Patriots leading 16-1. 16 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors for Somerset. They've hit 5 home runs tonight. 1 run, 4 hits, 3 errors for the Revs. As Trapp takes off the plate, 1 ball and 1 strike. Teasley from the windup. Trapp swings and skies the 1-1 offering. Out to shallow right center field. It's the second baseman, Craig Massey, underneath it. He makes the catch. And that's the first out of the ball game. Oh, first out of the bottom of the 5th, rather. So there's 1 out, nobody on, bottom of the 5th inning. Rick Teasley has tossed 4 1/3 innings to this point. He's allowed 1 run on 4 hits, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. From the windup, first pitch to Angelis Nina is chopped towards the Patriots dugout down the third base line and foul. No balls and 1 strike. Teasley's now is a little north of 70 pitches, so he'll likely get through the 5th. He could probably do the 6th also if needed. As the 0-1 taken low. 1 ball and 1 strike. There's a couple of schools of thought with how you want to necessarily play your bullpen in such a blowout game like this. As Nina takes low, 2 balls and 1 strike. You can either say, you know what, I want to make sure my starting pitcher rests a little bit and use a couple of guys that aren't frequently used. 2-1's a ground ball hit foul. Or you could look at it and say, look, you know, let's get some length out of our starter and save our bullpen for another day where we might need more hands on deck. And there is a little bit of stirring in the Patriots bullpen now. The 2-2. Nina swings and slices it down the right field line. It's a fair ball. Drops in front of Teodoro Martinez. He plays it on 2 bounces. Gets the ball back along the infield, but Angelis Nina with his second hit of the night. He's 2 for 3, and that'll bring up Telvin Nash. And fortunately for the Patriots, in a situation like this, Nash has had a remarkable season, but I don't believe he can hit a 15-run home run here. I don't think that's possible. But by the way that he's played, I'm sure anything can happen. But I don't believe that a 15-run home run is an option here for Nash. First pitch. Misses inside from Teasley. 1 ball and no strikes. Nash hit a solo home run in the first inning, and he lined out to right field in the 3rd. Teasley stares in, gets the call from his catcher, Bracamonte. From the stretch, 1-0. Swings and grounds one towards second. Fielded on 2 hops by Massey to Rodriguez for 1. Turned through to first in time. That's an inning-ending 4-6-3 double play. And it's another scoreless inning for the Patriots lefty, Rick Teasley. We're through 5, and Somerset has a comfortable 16-1 lead on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
Sorry, we were running late. No problem. Come on in.
This season, T-Mobile is partnering with Little League to make sure every kid can feel like an all-star. With T-Mobile, parents across the country can share the action, the highlights, and the lowlights. And the stars of tomorrow get a chance to shine today. From Little League to the big leagues, T-Mobile has you covered. Now connecting 99% of baseball fans. T-Mobile.
Hey fans, do you have a group of friends or coworkers you want to entertain? Then come to TD Bank Ballpark and party with the Patriots on our Audi Suite Level. Patriot Suite Level is brought to you by New Jersey Audi dealers in the all-new 2019 Audi Q5 SUV. Take a test drive today and see for yourself why the Audi Q5 was born to not conform. Turn a double play with NJM Insurance Group's Bundle and Save discount. Get started today with an auto insurance quote at njm.com. This isn't just insurance, it is NJM. The Revs have made another call to the bullpen. Orlani Quiroz done. Quiroz goes an inning and a third. He allows 2 runs, both earned on 1 hit, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. And now it is Robert Carson, new pitcher on the mound for the Revs, a left-handed reliever. Doubled as both a relief pitcher and a starting pitcher for York last year. From the stretch with nobody on, and the first pitch to Teodoro Martinez, fouled to the backstop 0-1. York has already used 3 different relievers today. They still have a deep bullpen, so plenty of arms available for Mark Mason to navigate the rest of this lopsided ball game. Carson from the stretch and the 0-1. Martinez takes low and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. In case you're just joining us, there's been a good amount that has happened in this ball game so far. Just a little bit. Here's the 1-1. Martinez swings and drives the ball in the air out to right field, but a little off the end of the bat. Dotel's underneath it. He makes the catch. And that's the first out of the inning. Martinez now 1 for 4 today, but the 1 hit he had was a big one. The Patriots opened up the scoring in the top of the first inning. Will Kenger got it started with an RBI double. The Revs tied it up in the home half of the first inning on a Telvin Nash solo home run, his league-leading 30th of the season. But since that point, it's been absolutely all Patriots. They have scored 15 unanswered runs in a row. First pitch to Gabriel Bracamonte, taken for a called strike, 0-1. Somerset tied a season high with a 7-run top of the third inning. Kenger had an RBI single there, and then there were 2 separate 3-run home runs. 0-1 to Bracamonte, taken low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Michael Ullman had a 3-run home run, and then later in the inning, it was Teodoro Martinez with a 3-run home run. And Ricky Schaefer, the starting pitcher for the Revs, was chased from the ballgame after 2 1/3 innings of work. 1-1 to Bracamonte. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Somerset then added 6 more runs in the top of the 4th inning, primarily against York relief pitcher Joe Jones, including a 2-run home run for Will Kenger, a 2-run home run for the man at the plate right now, Gabriel Bracamonte, and a bases-loaded walk to Alfredo Rodriguez. 1-2. Misses low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And then just for good measure, just to get a little more insurance, Michael Ullman in the top of the 5th hit a 2-run home run, his 2nd of the ball game. I believe that's the first multi-home run game for a Patriot this season. 2-2. Bracamonte takes inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Let's see. Oh, that's far from the case. Why I should have known better than that. Jimmy Paredes had 2 multi-home run games. Ramon Flores had a multi-home run game as well. I should have known better. That's my bad. 3-2. Bracamonte fouls it to the backstop. Oh, I feel like a fool now. Bracamonte has an opportunity to add to a multi-home run game. He's 1 for 3, a 2-run shot in the 4th, and with that home run, Bracamonte is now riding a 5-game hit streak. He has 2 home runs, now 3 runs scored, and 7 RBI over that stretch. 3-2 from Carson. Swinging a hard hit ground ball to short, and a sliding stop by Dent from his backside. He throws out Bracamonte at first. That is a highlight reel play from Ryan Dent. Ranged to his left and then lunged a bit, fell to his backside, gloved the ball against his left hip, spun around, rose to his feet, and threw out Bracamonte at first. And that's the 2nd out of the inning. Nicely done by Ryan Dent, who did have a throwing error earlier in this ballgame. He has drawn accolades for his defense before. He was the 2009 Boston Red Sox Defensive Player of the Year in their minor league system. Now it's Craig Massey, and the first pitch to Massey misses up and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Meanwhile, it doesn't look like there's anybody that's throwing right now for the Patriots in their bullpen. 1-0. Massey swings and skies the ball out to shallow right center field. Coming in is Wellington Dotel. Wynn catches a bit, but Dotel makes the play, and the inning is over. So a 1-2-3 inning for Robert Carson. It's the first time the Patriots have gone down in order tonight, and we are through the top of the 6th. Somerset leading 16-1, and Rick Teasley is going to come back on the mound when we return on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
I'm fighting cancer.
I'm fighting cancer.
I am fighting cancer.
I fight every day.
I fight every night.
Every hour.
Every minute.
And every second.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital Somerset and RWJ Barnabas Health, together with the Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey, bring the latest research, treatments, and clinical trials close to home.
We're fighting cancer.
And I'm not fighting alone.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital, Somerset. Let's beat cancer together.
Sorry, we were running late. No problem. Come on in.
For complete family eye care, go where the Patriots go. See Dr. I.B. Ehrlich and Dr. Martin Storbeck at the Bridgewater Optometric Center, located in Pearl Vision at the Somerset Shopping Center. Bridgewater Optometric Center, the official eye doctor of the Somerset Patriots. Bring in your Patriots ticket stub for an additional 5% discount. Rick Teasley back on the mound. Patriots leading 16-1. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Isaias Tejeda at the plate. And the first pitch to the Revs catcher slash first baseman is fouled off. No balls and a strike. Teasley was at 80 pitches through 5 innings, so plenty left in the tank, especially considering such a large lead for Somerset. It's an 0-1 count between Teasley and Tejeda. Here's the pitch. Swinging a hard hit line drive down the left field line. It's a fair ball, hits 2/3 of the way up the fence. It's fielded by Will Kenger. A turnaround first for Tejeda, but he'll hold there. That is a base hit. It's a single for Tejeda, his first hit of the series. And a leadoff man aboard for the Revs in the bottom of the 6th inning. Tejeda smoked that one, hit off the Kinsley sign towards the top of the left field fence, the arch nemesis 300 feet down the left field line. And that ball maybe 2/3, maybe a little bit more than 2/3 of the way up the fence. Hit very hard, but just not enough lift for Tejeda. So it's a long single, and now Carlos Franco steps in. Left-handed batter, 1 for 2 today. First pitch. It's a breaking ball, misses low. 1 ball and no strikes. Franco had a base hit back in his first at-bat. Flew out to center field his last time up. Philip Walby, who's been used in multi-inning efforts a number of times this season. He's beginning to get loose for the Revs in their bullpen down the right field line. Teasley comes set. 1-0. Pitch misses inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Well, Rick, before the game, made a pit stop at a Chick-fil-A. Big Chick-fil-A guy. Well, Rick's a big chicken guy. He's a big fan of chicken dishes, and specifically fried chicken. Enjoys it very much. 2-0. Swinging a broken bat, ground ball through the right side of the infield. Tejeda will stop at second base. Franco to first. That's Franco's second hit of the ball game, and the Revs have runners at first and second with nobody out in the bottom of the 6th inning. I'm not sure what Teasley's go-to chicken dish is, but I mean, I've seen him eat chicken fingers and fries a number of times, which is a staple. Everyone loves chicken fingers and fries, I would imagine. Well, not everybody. I'm sure there's restrictions, but it's a pretty safe dish. I like chicken fingers and fries. Though, if given the option, I'll take a cheeseburger over chicken fingers. That's just me. First pitch to Wellington Dotel, and it misses low. 1 ball and no strikes. I feel like those two items are oftentimes offered in similar locations. You could either go chicken fingers or you could go French fries. Well, maybe it's because I spend so much time at baseball ballparks throughout the course of the summer, because those are ballpark staples. 1-0 to Dotel, skied a mile in the air, but it's playable out to shallow left center. Will Kenger comes in. He makes the catch. Holding at second base is Tejeda, and there's 1 away. I don't judge anybody for preferring chicken fingers to cheeseburgers. I mean, that's your own prerogative, whatever the word is. So 1 away at the bottom of the 6th inning. Look, we got to find a way to have fun during these big games, right? 16 runs and 12 hits for Somerset. 1 run on 7 hits for the Revs. Infield plays back with 1 away. Melky Mesa at the plate, and the first pitch from Teasley is tipped into the glove of Bracamonte, 0-1. Melky Mesa walks up to the Baby Shark song that has been made famous by school day games and camp day games around ballparks across the country. And of course, whatever TV show that or YouTube video that's from. That song is an absolute sensation. There's been a number of videos that are put out by minor league and major league teams of ballparks filled with fans that are enjoying it. 0-1. Mesa takes low. 1 ball and 1 strike. And look, it's a catchy song. And not only is it a catchy song, but it's a catchy song that has hand movements that coincide with it. I mean, it is fun for the entire family. And it's easy. I mean, it's not like it's a difficult dance move to dance along to either. 1-1 to Mesa. Misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike.
I mean, I don't fashion myself as much of a dancer at all, but even I could dance along to Baby Shark. But then the whole debate pops up as to whether or not it's actually a dance. Is it a dance or is it just hand gestures? And what's the line? I mean, I don't know what the line is. 2-1 to Mesa, misses inside. 3 balls and 1 strike. I mean, I think that hand motions can be an integral part of dancing. I think that's important. But if it's just hands and no feet and no hips, I don't know. Maybe if you guys want to tweet at me or comment on the Facebook video, let me know if you think it's a dance. I'm on the fence. 3-1. Mesa swings and scoops one down the right field line. Foul. Edwin Espinal gives it a look, but it lands foul. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Patriots leading 16-1 with 1 out, 2 on in the bottom of the 6th inning. Rick Teasley on the mound, hoping to finish 6 strong innings. He was at 80 pitches entering the 6th. He's now above 90, approaching the century mark. It's a 3-ball, 2-strike count against the former major leaguer Melky Mesa. Off of second base is Isaias Tejeda. Off of first base is Carlos Franco. 1 out. The lefty Teasley comes set. Righty Mesa at the plate. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Cut fastball coming in on the hands of Mesa. He swung right over it. And for Rick Teasley, that's only strikeout number 2 in this ball game. But I'm sure he won't be too concerned with his strikeout numbers, considering that he's got himself a 15-run cushion. So Mesa set aside. And now Ryan Dent. 1 for 2, reached on an error in the 2nd, base hit in the 4th. Right-handed hitting shortstop, batting a cool, clean 300 on the season. First pitch from Teasley. Swings and misses, and a fastball 0-1. So I will eagerly await all of the comments on our video to see where you guys stand on the whole Baby Shark video. I'm assuming you guys are fans of it. I mean, who's not? Unless you're not a fan of it, then you are in the category of not being a fan of that song. As Dent takes low. 1 ball and 1 strike. James Puglisi begin throwing for the Patriots. The bullpen for Somerset might be the first one out of in the bottom of the 6th inning. Patriots in front 16-1. This likely Teasley's final frame. 1-1. Swung on and lifted foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And in all seriousness, we were talking earlier in the broadcast about how these numbers are important. Well, the same can be said for Rick. It's Rick's livelihood, and yes, it's a 16-1 lead for the Patriots, but, you know, if Rick can get through this inning, 1 run over 6 innings looks a lot better than 3 runs over 6 innings, even if you take the win. Because Teasley wants to get noticed. He wants that major league opportunity or another chance overseas or a chance during winter ball, whether it be in Australia again or whether it be in one of the Caribbean winter leagues. And those teams look at the stats. So all of these pitches important for Teasley. 1-2. Misses low and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And in addition to that, he's just a flat-out competitor on the mound. Works with a bulldog-esque mentality. Likes to work in on batters. He wears his emotions on his sleeve. Cares deeply about his craft. And he's got 2 out with 2 on in the bottom of the 6th inning and a 2-2 count against Ryan Dent. The pitch misses low and in. Dent lifts the back foot, and the count runs full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. James Puglisi continues to throw in Somerset's bullpen, and Teasley now at 97 pitches, 60 for strikes, over 5 2/3 innings. Patriots catcher Gabriel Bracamonte has come out to the mound to have a brief conversation with Rick Teasley. That conversation is concluded, and Bracamonte comes back behind home plate. The two likely discussing signals. Off of second base is Isaias Tejeda. Off of first base, Carlos Franco. Runners will be in motion. Here's the 3-2. Popped up, foul, first base side. Espinal gives it a look, but it lands in the stands, and the count holds. 16-12. 16 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors for the Patriots. 1 run, 7 hits, 3 errors for the Revs. And now Ryan Dent
steps away from the right-handed batter's box as a ball rolls its way from the Patriots bullpen down the left field line towards home plate. 100th pitch of the night for Teasley upcoming. The 3-2. Foul to the backstop. And Rick will throw at least one more, and what is quite certainly his last inning of the night. And it's certainly possible if Dent is able to reach, even with a left-handed batter awaiting on deck, that Teasley might be done after this Dent sequence. Rick threw 110 pitches in his 9 perfect innings against the Long Island Ducks a couple of starts ago. That's the season high. 3-2. Inside, and it hit him. That breaking ball got away from Teasley. Dent tried to jump out of the way, but it hit him on the front leg. And he's down on the ground in the right-handed batter's box in a good deal of pain. And now Dent rises to his feet, but he's struggling to walk. And now Dent has dropped back down to a knee, and that's one of the last things that you want to see in a ball game like this. Dent has risen back to his feet, but he is very gingerly walking back towards the Revolution dugout. And he's being assisted by his manager, Mark Mason, now walking a little better. But with a game like this, 16-1, you would imagine that the decision is pretty much in hand at this point. One of the last things you want to see is anybody get hurt on either side. So hopefully Ryan Dent's okay. The Revolution do have Alvaro Rondon, a former Sugarland Skeeter, on their bench. I imagine we'll see him enter as a pinch runner. And it is. So Rondon comes in. He's the first player used off the bench for the Revs tonight. I imagine we'll see some players off the bench for both sides as the evening progresses a bit further. But now the bases are loaded, and it looks like Rick Teasley is going to stay in the ballgame to face the left-handed James Skelton. It's a lefty-lefty matchup. Justin Trapp awaits on deck, but Teasley now at 101 pitches, and Brett Jody is going to leave him in for this matchup. Skelton 0 for 2 against Teasley so far tonight. Bases loaded, 2 away. And the first pitch to Skelton just misses off the plate. 1 ball and no strikes. Well, I said that Dent could be the last batter for Teasley, but surely Skelton, one way or the other, has to be the last batter, especially with number of righties awaiting after Skelton's spot in the order concludes. Now the 1-0 from Rick. Fastball gets the knee-high outside part of the plate call. 1-1. Isaias Tejeda led off the inning with a line drive base hit, 3/4 of the way up the left field fence. Carlos Franco followed up with a broken bat base hit to right field. 1-1. Skelton swings and fouls it off. 1-2. So the Revs had runners at first and second with nobody out. Wellington Dotel flew out to left field. Melky Mesa struck out swinging. Ryan Dent just had a long turn at bat against Rick Teasley that resulted in a hit by pitch. And now it's James Skelton at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 away. Bottom of the 6th. Somerset leading by 15 runs. Infield plays back, outfield straight up. It's been a tremendous season for James. First year with the Revs. 1-2. Breaking ball misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And it's still remarkable to me that the York Revolution were able to acquire James Skelton in a trade from the New Britain Bees earlier this season. The Bees, for whatever reason, did not want to play Skelton, and they traded him despite having his rights. As the 2-2 is hit high in the air out to deep center. Pacioli to the warning track. At the wall, he makes the catch, and the inning is over. Skelton gave that ball a ride to the deepest part of the ballpark, but Pacioli able to make the catch right against the fence. And Rick Teasley has finished off his 6 innings, allowing just 1 run. In the bottom of the 6th, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 3 runners are left on base. Somerset leading 16-1. We move to the 7th on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com. What better way to spend a summer night than taking a group to a Somerset Patriots game? Enjoy one of the best ways for families, friends, and businesses to catch affordable entertainment right here in Central Jersey. Groups of 30 or more receive $2 off the normal price per ticket, starting at just $8.50. These groups can participate in our on-field promotions, including a pregame performance, color guard, baseball buddies, field of dreams, or the 7th inning fun bunch. The Patriots also offer fundraising opportunities for groups of 250 or more for even larger discounts. Head over to our picnic area located down the left field line, where groups of 30 to 500 can have a ballpark barbecue. For $28 a person, get a ticket to the game and an all-you-can-eat barbecue buffet. Overlooking the left field line is the party deck, where an upscale buffet will be served along with a cash bar for groups of 30 to 150 for $39 a person. Groups of up to 30 or 40 can have private use of a fully furnished, climate-controlled hospitality suite with indoor and outdoor seating alongside wait service. Our exclusive Diamond Club is a large indoor hospitality space located on our suite level, perfect for holding meetings and entertaining clients. Here, outdoor balcony seating is accompanied by an hour-and-a-half upscale buffet, a private cash bar, cocktail tables, bar seating, and a 60-inch smart TV. Email us at groups@somersetpatriots.com or call 908-252-0700 to lock down your perfect summer outing.
The Somerset County Education Association supports the outstanding public school employees that make your child's education possible. At TD Bank, expect unexpectedly longer hours that fit your schedule, including weekends. And with 24/7 access through online and mobile banking, you can bank whenever, wherever. TD Bank, unexpectedly human. Member FDIC, TD Bank, NA. My name's Mark Schwartz. We have Mike Lawrence running our boards back at our WCTC studios in Somerset. And if you are a fan of the Somerset Patriots, then this has been the ball game for you. 16 runs on 12 hits for the Patriots. They lead the York Revolution 16-1. This is not only the largest lead of the season for the Patriots, it is their largest scoring outburst. First time this year that they've scored more than 14 runs. They put 16 on the board tonight. And they are in line right now for their largest win of the season. There's another new pitcher in the game for the Revs. Philip Walby has entered. And the first pitch to Justin Pacioli is a called strike, 0-1. So Robert Carson is done. He ultimately goes one scoreless inning. In fact, he set down the Patriots in order in the top of the 6th. Here's Pacioli. And the 0-1 from Walby is sliced foul. First base side, Isaias Tejeda ranges over. And he makes the catch in front of the Revs bullpen in foul territory. An athletic play from Tejeda. And to readjust his footing, sort of twisted his hips a bit, and made the catch in front of a couple of his teammates. That's the first out of the inning. Pacioli now 2 for 5. And that'll bring Will Kenger to the plate. And again, we still have a good storyline brewing. Will Kenger remains a triple shy of the cycle. He's 3 for 4 with 4 runs batted in. First pitch. Kenger swings and lines it to the backstop, 0-1. Kenger had an RBI double in the first, an RBI single in the third, a 2-run home run in the fourth. He grounded out to first base in the 5th inning. And now he hits in the 7th. And what could be his final chance at history. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Tipped it into the glove of James Skelton. No balls and 2 strikes. Mentioned it earlier, only 2 players have ever recorded a cycle in Somerset Patriots history. Oh, 2. Misses low. Ramon Flores came close to a cycle earlier this season for the Patriots. That was against the New Britain Bees at the beginning of the second half. Flores, in his final at-bat, was a single shy of the cycle, and he hit a triple. Which is like, and granted, that was called a triple. It was the inside-the-park home run that had a bunch of controversy surrounding it. 1-2 to Kenger's topped foul. And the count holds. And it was a situation where the Patriots were trailing by a run in the bottom of the 9th inning. There was 2 out, and it was Ramon Flores at the plate, and he almost hit it out of the ballpark. It went to center field, ricocheted off of Alejandro De Aza, and Flores raced around third and ultimately was ruled out at home. 1-2 to Kenger, misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And on appeal, after the video showed that the ball had not been held by the catcher for New Britain, Logan Moore, that the scoring was changed and the Patriots tied the game. Ultimately, it went down as a triple, but the reason we bring up the story is Flores went 4 for 6 with 2 triples in that game, and all he needed was a single. 2-2. Taken low and in. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So that's the closest the Patriots have come this season to a cycle. And again, Kenger has the opportunity here. Has a double. He has a single, he has a double, and he has a home run. But the triple is the hardest part of the cycle to collect. Wall becomes set with 1 out, nobody on. 3-2. Check swing. Called strike 3. Kenger thought that had missed low and in, but Walby gets the call. And that's the second out of the inning. Kenger now 3 for 5, and that might prevent Kenger from making history. There's an outside chance he could get one more plate appearance tonight, but Somerset is going to have to put together another bit of a rally. That's just the 3rd strikeout for York pitchers today. 2 out, nobody on in the top of the 7th inning. Somerset leading 16-1. First pitch to Espinal. That's a fastball taken for a called strike, 0-1. James Puglise continues to get loose in Somerset's bullpen. I think it's pretty safe to assume with Rick Teasley at 106 pitches and the Patriots leading by 15 runs that Teasley's night has come to its end. 0-1. Espinal pops it up, foul. No balls and 2 strikes. Teasley ultimately goes 6 innings. He allows just 1 run on 7 hits, 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. And a very good bounce-back performance from Rick. He had allowed 11 runs his last time out on 13 hits against this very same Revs team at home. Now on the road, he allows just 1 run over 6 innings. And drops his ERA by about 1/3 of a run. 0-2. Swinging a soft ground ball up the middle. Rondon to his left. Gloves. Fires to first base in time. And the inning is over. So another 1-2-3 inning for the Revs bullpen. Patriots go down quietly, but they still lead by 15. We'll stretch and then move to the bottom of the 7th on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
What better way to spend a summer night than taking a group to a Somerset Patriots game? Enjoy one of the best ways for families, friends, and businesses to catch affordable entertainment right here in Central Jersey. Groups of 30 or more receive $2 off the normal price per ticket, starting at just $8.50. These groups can participate in our on-field promotions, including a pregame performance, color guard, baseball buddies, Field of Dreams, or the 7th inning fun bunch. The Patriots also offer fundraising opportunities for groups of 250 or more for even larger discounts. Head over to our picnic area located down the left field line, where groups of 30 to 500 could have a ballpark barbecue. For $28 a person, get a ticket to the game and an all-you-can-eat barbecue buffet. Overlooking the left field line is the party deck, where an upscale buffet will be served along with a cash bar for groups of 30 to 150 for $39 a person. Groups of up to 30 or 40 can have private use of a fully furnished, climate-controlled hospitality suite with indoor and outdoor seating alongside wait service. Our exclusive Diamond Club is a large indoor hospitality space located on our suite level, perfect for holding meetings and entertaining clients. Here, outdoor balcony seating is accompanied by an hour-and-a-half upscale buffet, a private cash bar, cocktail tables, bar seating, and a 60-inch smart TV. Email us at groups@somersetpatriots.com or call 908-252-0700 to lock down your perfect summer outing.
True & Associates is the sponsor of the lawn seating area at the ballpark. At True & Associates, you'll find more than a wide variety of insurance products. You'll find people who understand your needs. True & Associates is a team of licensed professionals who care about their clients. So the Patriots leading 16-1. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning.
It is the largest lead that the Patriots have held in a game this season. It is the most runs that Somerset has scored in a ball game this season. They have also hit 5 home runs tonight, and as a team, it marks the second time this year that the Patriots have had 5 home runs in a single game. There's a new pitcher on the mound. It is the former Rev James Pugliese, and his first pitch misses low and outside. There's also a new batter at the plate, Zach Sullivan, has entered as a pinch hitter. He swings at the 1-0 and grounds it to short. It's fielded by Rodriguez, and his throw on to first base beats the speedy Sullivan. And there's one away to begin the bottom of the 7th inning. So a couple of changes have been made, at least for the Revs side. Again, Sullivan is now in for Trapp, and Sullivan will be in center field. Ryan Dent was hit by a pitch in the bottom of the 6th. He's been taken out, and Alvaro Rondon is now in at shortstop for York. And perusing the Patriots infield, and outfield, doesn't look like any position changes have been made by Brett Jody yet. First pitch from James Pugliese to Angelis Nina, called a strike on a breaking ball, 0-1. Now Nina swings at the 0-1 offering and grounds it foul down the third base line. No balls and 2 strikes. Pugliese going up against his former team. He's 3-1 with a 3.46 ERA this season. 44 strikeouts, 10 walks over 41, and 2/3 innings of work. From the windup, 0-2. Breaking ball inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pugliese last pitch back on August 3rd. As the breaking ball here taken low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And came against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs at the beginning of this road trip. Allowed 3 runs, 2 earned over his 2 innings of work. From the windup, 2-2 offering. Fouled off, and Nina stays alive. Pugliese pitched with the Revs to finish off the 2018 season. He allowed just 1 run over his final 16 appearances of the year for York. Had a 1.26 ERA after the All-Star break. 2-2. Fouled off again by Nina. Well, very strong numbers in the second half of the season for Pugliese, and his numbers turned around for the Patriots around the same time as well this year. Did not allow an earned run over his first 9 appearances to begin the month of July as Nina grounds 1 to third. A diving stop by Rodriguez, and he throws from his backside, but it's not in time. A little offline as well was the throw. Nina safe at first base. That's an infield single. Runner at first with 1 away in the bottom of the 7th inning. That's Nina's 3rd hit of the ballgame. And now Telvin Nash steps in. And something that is getting me a little nervous. Going to look at the weather right now. There's a collection of Revolution staff members that are near their tarp down the right field line. First pitch to Telvin Nash, fouled off. No balls and a strike. So let's see what kind of weather report I can get. There's a little bit of inclement weather in the surrounding area. Looks like the worst of it is well north of us near State College, and the worst of it south of us closer to Baltimore. But there is the tail end of a system that could potentially be on its way towards York. 0-1 to Nash, misses up and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. So we'll have to keep our eye on that one as the tarp crew for the Revs has begun to collect themselves down the right field line. 16-1, the Patriots are leading the Revs. 1-1 to Nash. Breaking ball hit in the air out to right field. Long way to run for Martinez. Still ranging to his left, and it drops in for a base hit. Nina will only get to second base. Martinez was playing towards right center field. He was shaded well against the right-handed power hitter, and Nash just hit it where he wasn't. It was a fly ball single that hung in the air for a long time, and Martinez has some solid speed in right field, but had a long way to run and couldn't quite get to the ball as it landed maybe about 15 feet away from the foul line.
So the second hit of the ball game for Telvin Nash. That's now the 9th hit of the game for the Revs. Amazingly, the Patriots are leading 16-1, but they're only out-hitting York 12-9. Difference has been the home run ball. York's hit 1 home run tonight. Somerset has hit 5. First pitch to Isaias Tejeda is a breaking ball that curls in for a strike, 0-1. Somerset had a 7-run third inning, a 6-run fourth inning, and a 2-run fifth. Game was tied at 1 heading into the third, but 15 unanswered runs for the Patriots ever since. 0-1. Tejeda swings and grounds towards the middle. Craig Massey fields behind the second base bag, steps on second for 1, turn throw to first beats Tejeda. That's an inning-ending 4-3 double play, and once again the Patriots keep the Revs off the scoreboard. No runs, 2 hits. No errors and a runner left on base. Through the 7th, the Somerset Patriots in front of the York Revolution 16-1 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
At Flemington Car and Truck Country, we've been satisfying customers for over 40 years, providing selection. With 16 manufacturer brands plus over 500 available certified pre-owned vehicles. Convenience. With all our dealerships located on Route 202 and 31 in Flemington. And satisfaction. With positive reviews praising our business model every day. We'll never take our customers for granted. Flemington Car and Truck Country.
Every day, we're here for...
So many good options. Man, I'm hungry. Ooh, let's do healthy today. I think that'll work. The healthy plate. What do we have here? So many good options. What do I choose? We have veggie burger, turkey burger, fruit cup. It all sounds so good, but something's telling me veggie burger. I think I'll have the veggie burger. A lot of great choices here at the Horizon Healthy Plate concession stand. That's a tasty burger.
Looking for a great deal on a car? You'll score big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer, proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Visit TriStateFord.com for more information today. Tired of your bank giving you the runaround? Get the partner you deserve with Provident Bank, plus all the support that comes with a bank that's actually committed to you. Break the ice at Provident.Bank. We're in the top of the 8th inning. About 2.5 hours into tonight's ball game, and the Somerset Patriots are well out in front of the York Revolution. Philip Walby remains in the game for the Revs. It'll be Michael Ullman to lead off in the top of the 8th. 16-1. Somerset leading. Well on their way to their 3rd straight win. It's the 3rd straight game in which they have hit for double digits. And it's Ullman to lead off against Philip Walby. First pitch to Ullman taken for a called strike, 0-1. No Patriot has hit 3 home runs in a game this season. Ullman has the chance to do so here. Had a 3-run home run in the 3rd, had a 2-run home run in the 5th, has 5 RBI on the day. 0-1. Inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Just to run through some of the numbers for the Patriots to this point. Justin Pacioli's 2 for 5 with a couple of runs. Will Kenger's 3 for 5 with a home run and 4 RBI. Michael Ullman is 3 for 4 with 3 runs, 2 home runs, and 5 RBI. 1-1. Taken low. 2 balls and 1 strike. And then working further down the Patriot order, Teodoro Martinez, he's 1 for 4, but he had a 3-run home run. Gabriel Bracamonte is 1 for 4, but he had a 2-run home run as well. 5 total home runs for the Patriots in today's ball game. It's tied a season high. 2-1 to Ullman. Taken low, 3 balls and 1 strike. Ullman's home runs today, his 8th and 9th long balls of the season. He's now 3 behind Will Kenger for the team lead, who also has a home run today.
Patriots have only had 3 more hits than the Revs do in this ballgame. 3-1 from Walby. Up and away, ball 4. And Michael Ullman has drawn a walk. 4th time that he's reached base today. And that ends a stretch of 8 in a row retired by Revs pitchers. Robert Carson threw a 1-2-3 6th. Philip Walby threw a 1-2-3 7th. But now Ullman draws a walk to begin the 8th. So runner at first, nobody out. Now Ray Navarro. Take this opportunity to check the out-of-town scoreboard in the Atlantic League, something we have not done to this point tonight. First one. Navarro takes off the plate. 1 ball and no strikes. Now the High Point Rockers are hosting the Sugar Land Skeeters, and right now Sugar Land in front of High Point 3-1. That ball game heading to the bottom of the 9th inning. So that scoring line helps the Patriots. Somerset 4.5 behind High Point for first place in the Liberty Division. 1-0. Navarro takes low. 2 balls and no strikes. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs are hosting the Long Island Ducks, and they've already finished off a 2-1 win over Long Island, which certainly helps out the Patriots as well. That brings Somerset closer to the Ducks. And the Lancaster Barnstormers currently leading the New Britain Bees 5-3. That game in the top of the 8th. As Navarro takes inside, 3 balls and no strikes. So certainly a strong night for the Patriots, including the out-of-town scoreboard. If everything holds, and the Patriots will have an opportunity to gain a game on every single game in their division. Every single team, rather. 3-0 to Navarro taken for a strike. The Patriots entered tonight 4.5 out of first place, trailing the High Point Rockers. So if they're able to win, and High Point cannot make their comeback against Sugar Land, then Somerset would creep to within 3.5 games of first place. 3-1. Navarro jumps out of the way, ball 4. Back-to-back walks allowed by Philip Walby to begin the top of the 8th inning. And Somerset is runners at first and second base. And it goes back to something I've been saying for the entire road trip. And it certainly provides a little more credence now with the way the Patriots have played over their last 3 games. This season is still a long way from being over. I think it was easy for a good amount of people to write this team off during their 7-game losing streak. But maybe that's what this team needed. Maybe they needed a little chip on their shoulder. Maybe they needed a little us against the world mentality to spearhead them in the right direction. Here's Alfredo Rodriguez, and the first pitch taken for a strike, 0-1. Because if everything holds tonight, as the current scores are situated, and Somerset, with about a little less than 6 weeks left in the season, would be only 3.5 games out of first place. Stranger things have happened. 2 on, nobody out. And Rodriguez takes a fastball low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Also important to remember is that the Patriots currently hold the tiebreaker over the High Point Rockers, both in the second half of the season and the overall season series. Now, there's 7 meetings between Somerset and High Point still to happen in the 2019 season. Those games will be vitally important. 1-1 to Rodriguez, taken low and away, 2 balls and 1 strike. Still, talked about it yesterday, 21 games for this Patriots team remaining against Liberty Division opponents. They've got a homestand exclusively against the Freedom Division coming up at TD Bank Ballpark, and then after that, attention will turn back to the Liberty Division. 2-1. Rodriguez swings and grounds it to short. Could be 2. Rondon on to Nina, who pump faked his throw to first, and it's not in time. Nina might have struggled to get the ball out of his glove. Rodriguez was hustling down the first base line, and the Rebs failed to turn 2. That should have been a tailor-made 6-4-3 double play, but only 1 out is recorded as Nina struggled to get the throw on to first base. So Rodriguez reaches on a fielder's choice. Over to third base goes Ullman. Navarro retired from the base paths. And now with 1 out, there's runners on the corners. Somerset comfortably ahead, 16-1.
Now it'll be Walby against Martinez. First pitch from the righty. Fastball low and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Martinez in his first game as a Patriot, brought in as a reinforcement to the outfield, where Somerset has been a little short over the last couple of weeks. He's 1 for 4 so far tonight, as the 1-0 is taken low, 2 balls and no strikes. And he provided an exclamation point to the 7-run top of the third with a 3-run home run. But not only is Martinez now on the roster to help out the Patriots, but Michael Krause, a former Atlantic League All-Star, he has returned from the Pan Am Games. He is with the team. He is active for tonight's ball game, and he is in the dugout. So another bit of reinforcement for Somerset. Gained 2 outfielders over the last couple of days. 2-0. Martinez swings and grounds one sharply to second. Picked by Nina. Throws to Rendon and on to first base. That's a double play, and the inning is over. A nice play by Nina. He makes up for the bobble on the previous grounder. No runs for the Patriots in the top of the 8th inning. No hits, no errors, and 1 runner is left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th. Somerset leading by 15 runs on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
I'm fighting cancer.
I'm fighting cancer.
I am fighting cancer.
I fight every day.
Every night,
Every hour.
every minute, and every second.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital and RWJ Barnabas Health, together with the Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey, bring the latest research, treatments, and clinical trials close to home.
We're fighting cancer.
And I'm not fighting alone.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital. Let's beat cancer together.
This season, T-Mobile is partnering with Little League to make sure every kid can feel like an all-star. With T-Mobile, parents across the country can share the action, the highlights, and the lowlights. And the stars of tomorrow get a chance to shine today. From Little League to the big leagues, T-Mobile has you covered. Now connecting 99% of baseball fans. T-Mobile.
Wow. James Puglisi remains on the mound for the Patriots in the bottom of the 8th inning. Somerset jumped out to a 16-1 lead over the first 4.5 innings of tonight's ballgame, but have since gone a little quiet. The Revs have been held off the board ever since a Telvin Nash solo home run in the bottom of the first inning. We've had zeros on the board ever since the top of the 5th, but the Patriots won't necessarily mind that. They've got a good amount of fans in attendance today down the third baseline, and boy, the Patriots fans that have made the trip out to York have picked well, or have chosen wisely. So now Puglisi on the mound in his second inning of relief. Carlos Franco, Wellington Dotel, and Melky Mesa Dua. 5, 6, 7 in the Revs order. Puglisi allowed a couple of hits in the 7th, but did not allow a run. As the first pitch to Franco taken for a strike 0-1. Isaias Tejeda grounded into an inning-ending 4-3 double play to get Puglisi out of a mini jam. 0-1. Franco takes a strike. No balls and 2 strikes. Puglisi from the windup. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball misses inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. James threw 13 pitches in his first inning of relief. Rick Teasley was the starting pitcher for the Patriots tonight. Allowed 1 run over 6 innings. 1-2 is a check swing on a changeup. No swing from Franco. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Keep my eye on the High Point Rockers Sugarland Skeeters game. Still a 3-1 Skeeter lead. A win for Sugarland would help out Somerset. 2-2's fouled off.
And we're starting to get back to the point, maybe not quite there yet, but I think we are approaching scoreboard watching territory. Now in early August. 2-2. Breaking ball outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Because I think at the major league level, it's about time where scoreboard watching is coming into effect as well. So if they could do it, why can't we? 3-2 to Franco's fouled off. Of course, it's been an interesting stretch in baseball at the major league level, specifically for both of the New York teams. Sam Burton getting loose in the York Revolution bullpen. The Yankees, of course, have enjoyed a fine season as Franco fouls off a 3-2 offering. The Yankees with a 73 and 39 record. They are on a 6-game win streak. And that record, percentage points-wise, tied with the Los Angeles Dodgers for the best record in Major League Baseball. 3-2. Breaking ball, misses low ball 4, and Carlos Franco draws a leadoff walk to begin the bottom of the 8th inning. That's the 3rd time that Franco has reached base today. Revs have had their opportunities. They have 9 hits. They've now drawn 2 walks. They've left 9 runners on base so far. So leadoff man reaches. Runner at first, nobody out. Here's Wellington Hotel, 0 for 3 today. First pitch. Breaking ball misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. So the Yankees in first place in the AL East. The New York Metropolitans, also one of baseball's hottest teams as of late. They're back over 500. As the 1-0 to Hotel is swung on and missed 1-1. A lot of people thought that the New York Mets should have been sellers at the trade deadline. Maybe trading away Noah Syndergaard. Maybe trading away Zach Wheeler. They did trade away Jason Vargas. 1-1. Hotel breaks his bat as he bloops one over to first base. It's caught by Edwin Espinal. Back to first goes Franco, and there's 1 away. But ultimately, the Mets did not trade Syndergaard. They did not trade Wheeler. And surprised everyone by making a move and acquiring Marcus Stroman from the Toronto Blue Jays. And if anything, if you're looking at the New York baseball landscape, it was assumed that if there was a team that was going to go out and acquire starting pitching, it would have been the Yankees, not the Mets. First pitch to Melky Mesa, a former Yankee, is flied out down the right field line. Martinez races over, slides into foul territory, but he can't make the play. No balls and a strike. But the Yankees did not acquire any major league level starting pitching. The Mets did, and the Mets are starting to turn some of their fans back into believers, as they have a record that is above 500 after sweeping a doubleheader against the Miami Marlins yesterday. And in the wild card standings, as of this very moment, just 2.5 games behind both the Philadelphia Phillies and the Washington Nationals. 0-1. Mesa takes off the plate, 1 ball and 1 strike. And the interesting thing is that the one player that the Mets did trade away, Jason Vargas, they traded him to the Philadelphia Phillies, a team that they are trailing in wild card standings. 1-1. Mesa swings, grounds it softly to short. Rodriguez charges in to second for 1. Turn throw to first. Mesa beats it out. Fielder's choice for Melky Mesa. Now a runner at first base and 2 away. Bottom of the 8th inning. Somerset still leading 16-1. So the reason I got into Major Leagues anyways, if people at the Major League level are scoreboard watching and seeing how other teams are doing for a wild card race and divisional races, then we can do the same as well. So I'll keep my eye on that Sugarland Skeeter High Point Rocker game as Alvaro Rendon in his first at bat swings at the first pitch and skies it foul down the left field line into the corner. No balls and 1 strike.
Game still hasn't gone final just yet. Sugarland continues to lead 3-1. It has now gone final. So the Skeeters defeat the Rockers 3-1 down at BB&T Point. And with the Bees still trailing Barnstormers in the bottom of the 8th over in Lancaster, could be a big night for Somerset. Could gain a game on each team in the Atlantic, in the Liberty Division, rather. Boy, it's been a long night. Rondon swings and misses at a fastball. And the count runs to no balls and 2 strikes. Alvaro Rondon getting his first at-bat of the night. He entered as a pinch runner in the 6th inning for Ryan Dent, who was hit by a pitch in the final inning of work for Rick Teasley. 0-2. Slapped foul. Rondon, a former Sugarland Skeeter, hasn't gotten a lot of playing time this year with York after Pete Incaviglia gave up on him. A 206 batter overall. He does have 12 stolen bases. He's one of the more dangerous base runners in the league. It's just a matter of getting on base for Rondon as he swings at the 0-2 and lines it sharply but right at the center fielder Pacioli, who makes the catch, and there's 2, and that is the final out of the inning. So no runs for the Revs on no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We're through 8, 16-1 Patriots on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
For over 85 years, in every county across the state, we've protected the health of New Jersey, covering families and businesses through life's big moments and the small ones. Because we don't just work here, we live here too. Over 5,000 local employees, all with the same purpose, taking care of you.
Oh, man. Top of the 9th inning from Peoples Bank Park in York, Pennsylvania. My name's Mark Schwartz. Very, very appreciative of everyone who has tuned in for tonight's broadcast and has stuck with us as we are approaching the 3-hour mark of tonight's ball game. The Rebs have made another call to the bullpen. They are bringing in their 5th different relief pitcher of the night. It is Sam Burton who enters. Burton threw 2 innings of relief last night, and he comes back on the mound for the Rebs again here in the top of the 9th inning in a lopsided ball. Not had to use back into the bullpen arm. Too strong in Jamison McGrain and Josh Judy to this point. So Burton will be on the mound here in the top of the 9th inning. And he'll work against the 9-1-2 batters. Gabriel Bracamonte leads off. He'll be followed by Craig Massey and Justin Pacioli. First pitch. Bracamonte takes a called strike on a fastball. 0-1. Burton made his first appearance with the Revs against the Somerset Patriots as a spot starter a couple of weeks ago. Bracamonte chops one to third, fielded by Franco, and the throw on to first base in time, one away. Bracamonte now 1 for 5 today. That one hit was a big one, 2-run home run back in the 4th. So that'll bring us back to the top of the order for Craig Massey, who is hitless in this ballgame. He's one of just 2 batters in the Patriot lineup that has yet to record a hit. He did draw a walk, stole a base, and scored a run in the 3rd. In fact, only Massey and Alfredo Rodriguez do not have hits tonight. First pitch to Craig Massey, taken for a called strike, 0-1. Somerset has 12 hits overall. They've scored 16 runs.
They had at least 13 hits in each of their last 2 games. 0-1. Massey takes off the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. Including 15 hits last night for the Patriots and an 8-5 series opening win against the Revs. They have added to that impressive start tonight. 1-1 to Massey, misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Look, these are 2 teams that were traveling in different directions entering the series. Patriots had lost 11 of 12. 2-1 inside. 3 balls and 1 strike. The Revs had won 8 games in a row entering the series, but we had a back-and-forth effort last night. Revs jumped out to a 4-0 lead, and Patriots ultimately won the game 18-5. That was the 3-1 to Massey, misses outside, ball 4. So Craig Massey reaches base safely for the second time tonight. He also reached on an error back in the 5th. That is the 8th walk allowed by Revs pitchers tonight. Now Pacioli will step in. Ever since the Revs took a 4-0 lead in the bottom of the 3rd inning last night, the Patriots, if my math serves me right, have outscored York now 24-2. Justin Pacioli takes a first pitch fastball for a strike because Somerset was trailing 4-0 last night through the 3rd, 4-0. And then they wound up winning the ball game 8-5. 0-1 to Pacioli, misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. So they outscored the Revs 8-1 over the final 5 innings, 6 innings last night. And then they've outscored York 16-1 tonight. 1-1 to Pacioli, foul it off. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Somerset is outscoring in my opinion, the best lineup in the league, 24-2. Now over their last, 14 and a half innings. 1-2. Fouled off. And Pacioli stays alive. Well, I'm starting to get some attention from the York press box here. The 1-2 to Pacioli is a ground ball hit to second, fielded by Nina onto Rondon over to first base. That's a double play, and the inning is over. I'll tell you why I was getting some attention from the York press box when we return for the bottom of the 9th inning. Somerset leading 16-1 on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
I'm fighting cancer.
I'm fighting cancer.
I am fighting cancer.
I fight every day,
I fight every night.
Every hour.
every minute,
and every second.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital Somerset and RWJ Barnabas Health, together with the Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey, bring the latest research, treatments, and clinical trials close to home.
We're fighting cancer.
and I'm not fighting alone.
Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital Somerset. Let's beat cancer together.
Somerville Aluminum is proud to announce our greatest remodeling project yet. Valari, new name, same great company. Valari, home remodeling since 1950. Visit ValariNJ.com to learn more today.
Bottom of the 9th inning at Peoples Bank Park. The scoring hasn't had the same pace as we had over the first half of this ballgame, but I suppose that's probably not a terrible thing. The Patriots continue to lead 16-1, and the new pitcher in the ballgame for Somerset making his debut. It coincidentally comes against his former team. It is Junior Rincon that has come on the mound here for Somerset. So
predictable for Rincon to pitch, especially in a lopsided ball game. Rincon has not yet pitched in 2019 at the stateside professional level. It's now his second year in the Atlantic League. He appeared in 43 games with the York Revolution last year, went 1-4, had a 2.93 earned run average. Also had 10 saves for the Revs last year, over 43 innings of work. And he is the newest member of this Patriots team, a right-handed relief pitcher, listed at 6'2", 185 pounds, from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. So he is the second reliever used by Somerset today. After James Pugliese tossed 2 scoreless innings of relief, he did allow a couple of hits, but he kept the Revs off the scoreboard, which is not an easy task. Somerset has held York to just 1 run on 9 hits so far today. The Revs have stranded 10 runners on base. They are 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position. Their only run came in the bottom of the first inning. It was a solo home run from Telvin Nash. But again, the Patriots have scored 15 unanswered runs since. 7 in the third, 6 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth, and they've carried a 16-1 lead to this point in the bottom of the 9th inning. James Skelton will lead off. He's 0 for 3. And the first pitch from Rincon, swing and a miss, 0-1. So the reason why I was drawing the attention, there was a moth that flew into the press box here, and I tried swatting it away. And eventually it flew out of the booth, so we're good. Full attention back to the game as Skelton swings and misses at a breaking ball in the dirt. No balls and 2 strikes. It's Skelton followed by Zach Sullivan and Angelis Nina in the home half of the 9th inning. 0-2. Breaking ball in the dirt, blocked by Gabriel Bracamonte. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, 2 other games have gone final. The Long Island Ducks fell to the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. The High Point Rockers fell to the Sugar Land Skeeters. So a very good night for the Patriots. 1-2. Breaking ball. Strike 3 called. Bit of a 12-6 curveball there from Rincon. First time the Patriots are seeing him pitch for them this season. That was a good-looking curveball, and it's the first out of the inning. Only the 3rd strikeout for Patriots pitchers today. Rick Teasley struck out 2 over his 6 innings of work. James Pugliese did not strike out a batter through his 2 innings, and now Rincon has come on. Strikes out James Skelton. Now he'll work against Zach Sullivan. With 1 out, nobody on, bottom of the 9th. First pitch. Sullivan takes a fastball inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Now, there was a baseball historian in the ballpark today, Jason Stark, who gave a speech at the National Baseball Hall of Fame just a couple of weeks ago. 1-0 misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes. He received an award for his dedication towards baseball coverage. Over 40-plus years of coverage for Jason Stark. He is in attendance. He has been watching tonight's ball game and taking in some of the new rules that have been put in effect in the Atlantic League. 2-0 from Rincon. Slapped foul. 2-1. Of course, the new rules in this league have drawn a lot of attention from ESPN that was in attendance at yesterday's ball game. Talked to quite a few Somerset Patriots about their feelings towards the new rule. But Stark in attendance today. 2-1. Sullivan takes inside. 3 balls and 1 strike. Stark, of course, has a huge social media following. Writes for The Athletic. Used to be a contributor for ESPN. And his wife is actually from York. So he has local ties to the Revolution. 3-1. Sullivan swings and skies it in the air out to shallow right field. It's Teodoro Martinez underneath it. Stares into the night sky and makes the catch. And the Revs are now down to their final out of the night. 2 out, nobody on, bottom of the 9th inning. And the Somerset Patriots are leading the York Revolution 16-1. It's the most runs they've scored in a game this season, and it is the largest lead that they have held in any of their games this season, a 15-run lead for the Patriots. And they are an out away from finishing off a very successful evening in South Central Pennsylvania. Standing in their way is Angelis Nina, who is 3 for 4 today. Junior Rincon from the stretch in the first pitch to Nina. It's taken low and in, 1 ball and no strikes. You'll want to stay tuned for the Flemington Department Store postgame show after the conclusion of this one. There are a lot of highlights to go over, including 5 home runs for the Patriots tonight. 1-0. Nina swings and taps it foul. If you're watching our SPN.TV broadcast, you can sync it up with the 1450 WCTC stream to hear all of the audio from the highlights. Or if you're watching SPN.TV, you can simply rewind the broadcast and go back to the different parts in the game where the runs were scored. That is a possibility too. 1-1. Nina swings, grounds it to short. This should do it. Rodriguez has it, throws it to first, and the ball game is over. The Somerset Patriots have come into York, Pennsylvania, and they put a 16 spot on the board. Largest scoring outburst of the year, largest winning margin of the season as well. A commanding 16-1 win for the Patriots against the Revs tonight. We'll head to a break. When we return, we'll go over all the highlights, check out the out-of-town scoreboard, and recap the night that was on SPN.TV, 1450 WCTC, and WCTCAM.com.
Are you ready for some family fun? Have a ball with everyone. It's a slam and hit. Come on and get patriotic.
The Somerset Patriots are back at TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater. It is the most fun you'll have all summer with fireworks, celebrity appearances, and championship baseball. Don't miss out. Get your tickets today.
It's a slam and hit. Come on, get patriotic.
It's an unstoppable force, vast and mighty. It's the 101 days of summer, and this year it's bigger than ever. The NJ team is back again. We've got 101 days of prizes with other ways to win via our social channels, text message program, VIP club, and game changers. Find the fun at 101daysofsummer.com from May 24th to September 1st. Anything can happen in Jersey.
No, that works. And welcome back to People's Bank Park for the Flemington Department Store postgame show. Flemington Department Store, the area's best selection of quality clothing, flooring, furniture, and footwear, found in our 2-acre showroom located on Route 31 north of the Flemington Circle. Flemington Department Store, it is worth the trip. Let's dive right into the highlights quickly, as there are a lot to go over in tonight's ballgame. It was Rick Teasley on the mound for Somerset. He worked against Ricky Schaefer for the York Revolution. And it was this very same pitchers matchup that came last Thursday at TD Bank Ballpark in a game that the Revs won 13-1. But Somerset would get their revenge, and they would get it in a big way. And it started in the top of the first inning. The second batter of the ballgame was Justin Pacioli. He lined a base hit up the middle, stole second base, and came around to score when Will Kenger came to the plate. So that was the first of many runs that the Patriots would score tonight. The Revs would respond against Rick Teasley in the bottom of the first inning. A 2-out solo home run from Telvin Nash, his league-leading 30th home run of the season, his second in as many nights. And the Revs were tied at 1. We would have a scoreless second inning. Both teams would threaten. Both teams would come up empty. And then the game just turned on its side in favor of the Patriots in the top of the third inning. Leading off the frame for Somerset was Craig Massey. He drew a walk, stole a base.
went to third on a throwing error from Wellington Dotel, setting the stage once again for Will Kenger, who brought him home on an RBI single. That gave the Patriots a 2-1 lead, but they were far from done in the inning. Edwin Espinal would add a base hit a batter later, so 2 on with 1 away for Michael Ullman. Almost forgot there. So the Patriots leading 5-1 after the Ullman 3-run blast, but they were still far from over in the inning as well. It was Ray Navarro, the next batter. He would double down the right field line that chased Ricky Schaefer from the ball game, but Schaefer's book wasn't closed. In fact, the new pitcher that came in was Joe Jones. He walked the first batter he faced, which was Alfredo Rodriguez, put runners at first and second and set the stage for Teodoro Martinez. So Teodoro Martinez making his presence known early in his Somerset Patriots debut. A 3-run shot capped off a 7-run inning for the Patriots. They brought 10 batters to the plate, and it tied the largest scoring outburst in an inning for Somerset this season. They had a 7-run inning against the High Point Rockers all the way back on May 1st. So Somerset was leading 8-1 at that point. Comfortable lead, sure, but they were far from done. In fact, the very next inning in the 6th, they would add to that margin. Justin Pacioli led off with a base hit, and Will Kenger was the very next batter. So the Patriots in front 10-1, and at that point in the 4th inning, Kenger already had a single, a double, and a home run. He already had 4 RBI, and he was a triple shy of the cycle. Edwin Espinal was the next batter. He would walk. Michael Ullman then a base hit. Ray Navarro drew a walk, and that's when the command issues for Joe Jones continued. He would give a bases-loaded walk to Alfredo Rodriguez. That made it 11-1. The next batter was Teodoro Martinez. He grounded into a 4-6-3 double play for the first 2 outs of the inning, but a run scored on that ground out, and that put the Patriots in front at the time 12-1. And the next batter with a runner at third and 2 away was Gabriel Bracamonte. So the Patriots in front 14-1 at that point. Certainly a lot of fun the team was having. Gabriel Bracamonte getting in on the action. Somerset scored 6 runs in the 4th inning, and for the second straight frame brought 10 batters to the plate. Still comfortably ahead, but not done offensively. In the top of the 5th, leading 14-1. Edwin Espinal drew a 1-out walk, and then the final 2 runs of the entire ball game would come off the bat of Michael Ullman. Thank you. You trimmed that one down, didn't you? I don't. So the Patriots in front 16-1. It was the 5th home run of the night for Somerset. Ullman's 2nd home run of the game, his first multi-home run effort this season. And the Patriots were ahead 16-1. They were on pace to set a new franchise record for runs through the 4th inning.
After the top of the fifth and Ullman's 2-run shot, things cooled down considerably. In fact, there would be no more runs the rest of the way. Rick Teasley gets the win. He tossed 6 innings, allowing 1 run on 7 hits, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. He improves to 3-1. Ricky Schaefer takes the loss. He allowed 6 runs on 6 hits over 2 1/3 innings. He drops to 1-1. Ultimately, for the Patriots, it's a 16-1 win. 16 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors, and 4 runners left on base for the Patriots. 1 run, 9 hits, 3 errors, and 10 runners left on for the Revs. The 16 runs are the most runs the Patriots have scored in a game this season, and the 15-run win is the largest margin of victory for Somerset this year. They also tie a season high with 5 home runs in a single ballgame. This one went 3 hours and 9 minutes in front of an announced crowd of 2,362 fans. With the win, Somerset has now won 3 in a row. They have improved to 9-16 in the second half, now 51-44 overall this season, while the York Revolution have fallen to 18-7. They've dropped 2 in a row, and they are now 52-42 overall this season. And looking at the out-of-town scoreboard, it looks like every game has gone final in the Atlantic League, and what a night it is for Somerset. Of course, the Patriots win here. The Sugarland Skeeters defeat the High Point Rockers 3-1. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs defeat the Long Island Ducks 2-1. And the Lancaster Barnstormers on top of the New Britain Bees 5-3. What that means is that each other team in the Liberty Division has lost tonight except for the Patriots. Somerset gains the ground on everybody. So the updated standings in the Liberty Division, High Point now 13-13 in the second half. And with that record, they remain in first place. The Long Island Ducks 11-13. They are in second. They are 1 game back. The Patriots move up, however. Somerset now 9-16. They are in third place in the Liberty Division and just 3.5 games out of first place. Meanwhile, the New Britain Bees have lost their 6th in a row. They are now 7-16, and they remain 4.5 back in fourth. Meanwhile, in the Freedom Division, every team gains the ground on the Revs, so the Sugarland Skeeters are 1.5 back. The Southern Maryland Blue Crabs are 4.5 back, and the Lancaster Barnstormers are 7.5 back behind the first place York Revolution. Our next broadcast will take place tomorrow night back here at Peoples Bank Park as Somerset hopes to make it 3 in a row against the Revs and 4 in a row overall. It'll be Liam O'Sullivan on the bump for Somerset going up against Julio Eusebio, making his second straight start against the Patriots. First pitch at 6:35 p.m. Our coverage on ESPN.TV, as well as 1450 WCTC begins at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. A big thank you to Mike Lawrence helping me out running the boards for WCTC all night long, as well as a thank you to the entire York Revolution press box staff for their lovely hospitality for the second of this current 4-game series. But that'll do it for us from Peoples Bank Park. Again, your final score, the Patriots in their most convincing win of the season. They dominate the York Revolution with a 16-1 win. For everyone involved with the broadcast, my name's Mark Schwartz. Thank you so much again for tuning in tonight. Have a pleasant rest of your Tuesday evening, everybody. Good night.